Already. What is up? What is good? Ladies and gentlemen, it is your host with the most, Griever, as always, bringing you guys more of the Pocket Monsters Festival of Champions live read-through reactions. So, how's everybody doing? How's everybody's Saturday? There will be a gaming stream later on, probably sometime tonight, but other than that, oh yeah, let's hit our countdown. For those of you who don't know, when I do any type of read-through streams in general, actually, I generally, other than my gaming streams, I have a, somewhere over here, yeah, right here, I have a, basically a pre-stream countdown. Once I hit live, we start the counter. It's usually a 10-minute one. Sometimes I cancel it a little early, depending if there's nothing much going on. But it allows me to say, hey, what's up, what's going on, see if anybody wants to jump into the chat, anybody wants to say some initial things before we get underway. So, with that being said, here's our timer, and hi! How's everybody doing for Movember? I think I'm doing quite well on the Movember side of things. I've got my moustache, you know? So, yeah. Anyways, as I said before, there will be a gaming stream. I really would have liked to, I had to get some stuff done that I wasn't aware of, some last minute stuff today, so this is starting a little later than I wanted to. I wanted to start this almost 2 hours ago, and didn't get the opportunity until just now, pretty much. You know, probably could have pushed it and gotten this started about half an hour ago or so, but that would have been about it. I wouldn't have saved myself much time, and I really would have rushed. So yeah, because I definitely want to get some of the gaming streams caught up. I really want to. I have to play Animal Crossing today, of course, because you know it's Saturday. But I really wanted to get more Dragon Age in, so I don't think we're going to be able to get both. It just depends. Depends on how short the Animal Crossing one goes, right? Because I expect this this particular stream to last a few solid hours. I would say at least 2.5 hours probably is what this stream is going to end up being, so have to wait and see. Artist says, where's Banmarsh, right? I did... He wanted me to text him or DM him or whatever when I was ready to start the stream, and I sent him the link, you know, at as soon as I knew when I was gonna do it, you know, which was only like 15 minutes ago. But I'm sure he's gonna show up, because he did say he knew it would be today, and he knew it wasn't gonna be like hours from now. You know, I'm a little, as I said, I'm a little more behind than I thought of starting the stream, but it's not that late, you know, so there's Ban says, I'm here, I was in the shower. There you go. Everybody's yelling at everybody. Artist is like, where's Ban Marsh? And Ban's like, I'm here, I was in the shower, everyone's invited, bring your kids. Oh no, don't do that. Ban was in the shower. Yeah, so, but yeah. Anyways, band is here, so it's all good. It's all good. An artist is still capital letter, laughing my fucking ass off, because everybody seems to be doing capital letters for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, I really just you know, while we're shooting the shit here, I just want to talk about this for those, you know, that are gonna watch a VOD later or anything like that. So far, Festival of the Champions has easily got to be in the top 3 pieces of media franchise. I know I said it a lot last stream, but this is just, it's such a great love letter, isn't it? It's such a great love letter to all fans of Pokemon. Clearly someone who grew up in the 90s with Pokemon as part of their childhood, you know, and stuff like that. Someone who definitely grew up with Pokemon, who got to see Pokemon on TV for the first time and got to, you know, play the original games, and went to the theaters to see, like, Pokemon the first movie, that kind of stuff. You can really tell this is someone who had something similar to that experience, you know. And I think it's definitely just so solid, because you can always tell when somebody has a passion for something and someone really wants something to work, and then they're pouring a bunch of their heart and passion into a project, and that is coming across beautifully here. You know, it's not trying too hard, but it's going right there. Like, you ever know those series that, like, they're trying too hard for fans to like them, like movies nowadays. Everyone makes, you make a DC movie or a Marvel movie or a Star Wars movie. They're trying too hard to appease everybody instead of just going, you know what? This, like, it's one of those weird things where it's like, or even, and I feel bad for some companies because, like, you hear so many different fans. When you have so many fans, which Pokemon does, of course, you go through these stages of, well, I'm listening to Group A and Group B and Group C. Group A thinks this is great. Group B thinks that what Group A thinks is great sucks, and that kind of an idea. And Pokemon is no different. So I think what this was, and some people probably aren't going to like it, but this is clearly, it's something that, of course, I enjoy because it's all about the original Pokemon. It's about it. Sure, we have the characters from later generations and stuff like that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that this is taking the first season of the anime, the first movies, the original characters, the original manga, what Pokemon was all about. It's taking, as I said before, Gen 1er, it's a love letter to Gen 1. And so people who don't think Gen 1 was good or didn't grow up with Gen 1 and 2 and stuff like that, they're not going to get the same pull, the same feel, So, very, very interesting. But yeah. Artist said he's saying that because he's a Gen 1er! Well, as I said, maybe that is the case, but I don't think it is the case. I think original Pokemon was far better. I think it has gotten a little ridiculous and a little silly. Not that some of the games aren't still good, not that some of the episodes aren't still good and stuff like that, but, I mean, at the end of the day, you're still, I don't know how to describe it. It's just, this is where it all started. You can't get to people's fucking wanking off the Sinnoh region and the Unova region stuff. You don't get that without the building blocks. You know what I mean? The respect seemingly is lost when people like things that they improve upon, right? So, yeah, it's very interesting. Ban said it's amazing. Artist giving some icon. I don't know what my emojis mean. Ban said, right, I wasn't a red and blue guy, but I grew up with leaf green. Well, there you go. So you still grew up with the original sort of Pokemon in a regard. I'm just saying, I can tell as someone who did, this is coming through. Because nobody remembers the Sandshrew that wasn't weak to water. Nobody but someone who grew up in the 90s remembers that fucking episode, okay? So that's a fact. Or the fact that we have the Butterfree. Why does Red's team have a Butterfree? Because Ash had a Butterfree, and it was the first Pokemon he ever traded and then traded back and let go of. It was his first released Pokemon. It was his first Pokemon caught and his first Pokemon released. That's the reason for it. And nobody who wasn't raised back in the day, who wasn't in Pokemon back then, would ever conceive of putting that Butterfree on Red's team. Nobody would do that. So, yeah. That's just me. That's the way I'm picturing it anyways. That's the way I'm seeing it. And as I said before, like, artist isn't wrong. Maybe I'm in love with this more because I'm more of a Gen 1er. Okay. That just means I get to enjoy a great piece, one of the best pieces of Pokemon media, more than people who aren't Gen 1ers. Sucks to be them, great to be me right now, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't think it's a bad thing this time, I think non-Gen 1ers would probably give this, or people who don't really like Gen 1 or 2 or think it's outdated or what have you, I think they'd probably give this like a 6 or a 7. I still think they'd enjoy it. But their complaints would probably be, Red's not that great, and stuff like that, right? Why is Red so special? Why is he so important? He's not that great a character. Fuck the hell off, He's your OG champion. Shut the fuck up. Okay? But, yeah, no, seriously, like, that's the pull, I think, of a lot of this. So, anyways, But Gen 1ers would probably give this what I've given it, 9s and 10s, But anyways, the timer's almost done there. So I think we're good to go. I think we're good to start chapter 6. Now, Ban did warn me that there's some other point chapters, but he said he'd drop links as I needed them. So I'm just going back on the original site, and I'm going to continue off where we left off on with all my sexy hentai ads all over the place. And I've never felt so secure and ready for a job. From a university campaign, there's an orange juice ad, sign in with your Google, there's a hentai ad. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, so we're on the original site, we're good to go. All right, so starting this off, let's go. All right, so chapter 6, and we have the original. Okay, here's, apparently it's going to be Lapras. He's going to use Lapras up against Misty. That's kind of interesting. Or is she going to use Lapras? That would also be interesting. And we see Misty in her original attire from the anime, of course, and with her, you know, her original pose and stuff like that from the games. See, and that's the type of stuff that non-Gen 1ers, sorry to say, they won't recognize, notice, and appreciate. That is just more added Easter eggs. Easter egg on top of Easter egg, more depth, more Easter eggs, and more if you know, you know sort of idea, right? So, anyways, okay, so starting off, 1 year ago, okay, we're in the battle, styled more after, by the looks of it, the leaf green style there, but okay. 1 year ago, we met for the first time at the beginning of summer. Okay, it's Misty and her Staryu versus, of course, Red and his Pikachu. And she's in a bathing suit. I'm the gym leader, Misty. Who are you, Challenger? What's your name? I'm Red from Pallet Town. All right, cool. I plan to reach the top, so I'm going to win that badge. He had only one badge and no reputation. I'd seen that type of trainer thousands of times. Why still, even now, I can't erase the image from my mind. The light in his eyes. Such great artwork. And boom, we're back at the stadium. Chapter 6, boom, we're at the main stadium. And if we were in the middle, of course, she's using her Quagsire. As we knew, she's using her Quagsire up against Pikachu, you know, and stuff like that, which is something that was added in Gen 2 because everyone expected water type, bring your best electric, and people were sort of unfamiliar with Quagsire. You know, even in Gen 2 at the time, I mean, when you were playing as a kid, Wooper isn't ground type. So unless you raised that ugly little bitch back from the roots around Violet City, I believe, unless you caught one and raised it, you didn't really fight one beforehand, you wouldn't know. You would not know that Quagsire was a water ground type going into that battle. Just saying. You know, like, you just wouldn't. Unlike, because when the games first came out, the anime hadn't caught up, the manga hadn't caught up, the games were the first. There was no guidebook and information right at the gate. Not back in the Game Boy Color days. So it was a really cool opening bit. So that's another nod to the original games right there that Red does not know about it. And here we have Eyes of Light is the chapter title, I believe. And here we go. Now use Iron Tail. So Pikachu using Iron Tail up against the Quagsire. Gets a direct hit by the looks of it. As we saw, this is like from before, I believe. Everyone watching on. There's Gold, there's Erica, there's Lance and Lorelei. Ice Punch. Pikachu takes an Ice Punch straight to the body. God damn, that's gotta hurt. Oh my. Pikachu has been frozen and cannot escape. I like how they're showcasing that. Like, Ice Punch, boom, and like literally frozen and cannot escape using the game. Like, gotta love it. Just the ingenuity, thinking of how can I make the fact that, you know, frozen in ice, you know, Ice Beam, hit solid, you know, like use Swift to free yourself, alrighty. And then use Water Pulse, boom. Pikachu cannot continue. So Pikachu's already down. Allow me to show you the true strength of a gym leader. Alrighty. Good work, Pikachu. And now, go Butterfree, of course. I guessed Butterfree. I did guess Butterfree. I guessed Butterfree, and now I'm guessing the other one is Lapras. But it's Butterfree and probably Snorlax or Lapras. But I'm quite confident with the cover page it's probably going to be Lapras here. So it's Butterfree next. So Psychic moves. Let's go. Red's second Pokemon is Butterfree. Butterfree, quickly use Energy Ball. Oh, yeah. Can Butterfree learn Energy Ball? I didn't know that. I haven't used a Butterfree since the original game, so I wouldn't know that. A Grass type attack. That will do 4 times the damage to a Water Ground type like Quagsire, but you got Impatient. Boom. Attacking from so far away makes your attack obvious. Quagsire, switch out. Okay, what did... Oh, is it going to be the ability? Fuck, what's that ability called? Let's see. No, Butterfree has Compound Eyes and stuff, but he doesn't have an ability to make someone get confusion from switch. Yeah, so wait a minute. What is this? So Energy Ball looks cool. And then, what? Can't switch out? Quagsire, slam, right with the... Quagsire has fainted. But what happened? Quagsire just took the hit head on. Just before. Yes, it worked, Lance saying. I was defeated. That Iron Tail struck his jaw. Taking such a blow to the head stunned him. Alright, I like it. Pikachu was beaten, making what seemed like a desperate attack, but it was actually effective. That was no accident. Bang. Alright, I like it. Damn. How much of that was planned and how much was intuition? Probably 50-50. Better than I thought. So Misty's next Pokemon is what? The competitor Red isn't yielding yet. Both trainers only have 2 Pokemon left. It wasn't just his use of grass techniques, eh? Alright, Green's going to talk about it. From the beginning, he's stubborn, but he's also changed. You can't conquer the Pokemon League with only your desire to win. Before, he would have easily fallen for that taunt. Now I've eliminated the grievance that his electric type would cause to my water Pokemon. Go Golduck, and I assume looking at the eyelashes, this is a female Golduck. It's your turn, Golduck. And out comes a Golduck. First step is complete. Everything is going according to plan. Let me guess, a Psychic type move or something? The gem is, because the gem is, well, water type moves would work. I don't know what you're thinking, and Psychic moves wouldn't work, so... Let's see, once more, Energy Ball versus Water Pulse. Oh, damn. Alright, Golduck gets out of the way, of course. Because Energy Ball is going to beat out Water Pulse. This is our chance. Butterfree. Grass beats water. And it can't run far on the sandy terrain. I mean, that's a fair point. Butterfree is ferociously attacking, and Golduck can only narrowly dodge. Alright, what's the plan here? What's the plan? Because, first and foremost... Is she using the fact that he's blasting the terrain to her advantage? I wonder what's going on here. Now, it is nice to see that, like, she's using other moves, but she's using her Water Pulse, which is the TM you get, as I said, back, you know, not in the original game, of course, it was Bubble Beam, because Water Pulse didn't exist. But once Water Pulse was introduced, Misty was the one to gift it to you, so that's nice. Let's see. Butterfree uses Stun Spore, okay. And then hits Golduck on the back with an Energy Ball. Golduck cannot continue. Butterfree is powerful indeed. It has defeated 2 Pokemon without taking any damage. This is good. Yes, just one more. It's not going to be this easy, is it? What do you think, Misty? We're no longer that team that only had a single badge. And then, thank you, Golduck, Quagsire. With this, the second step is complete. Huh? She's reaching up into the air. What? What is this? Clouds? No, rain clouds. What the hell? Is it? Are they going to say it was, oh, fuck. Not rain dance, but fucking, shit, what do you call it? The ability that calls the rain. God damn it, I can't even think of my abilities right now, but anyways. Alright, so let's see. Clouds. No, rain clouds. This is beautifully shot, actually. Great angle choice. At what point did they start forming above the stadium? What? They're all looking on. What in the... Quagsire dispersed water into the atmosphere. This is true. Golduck summoned the clouds. And now for the finishing touch, it's Starmie, of course. Misty's third and final Pokemon is Starmie. How did Golduck summon the clouds, exactly? That's a little, like, okay. How did that happen? Okay. Does Golduck have... I gotta look up Golduck's abilities. Is it an ability that they're kind of taking for granted? What are Golduck's... Is that a Pokedex entry or something? I'm just trying to figure out if it's Damp... Oh, right, Damp. Or Cloud 9. That's what it is. Cloud 9. Negates weather effects, eliminates weather, but they're using it as... Has Cloud 9, as in can summon clouds. That's probably what they're going for there. Yeah, okay. Alright. Cool. Yeah. Alright, let's see. And now for the finishing touch, it's Starmie. Starmie used Rain Dance, okay. And then this isn't good. Butterfree, attack quickly, and just a downpour. Such heavy rain, as well as impeding sight. The rain is causing a flood on the battlefield, turning it into, oh shit, her domain. So it is going to be Lapras. Red, you're right. Water Pokemon cannot display their full potential on land. But now, I've rebuilt the entire field to my advantage and turned the sand pit into, of course, water field. The last step is complete. The tomboyish mermaid, that nickname, has followed me ever since I was a child, as long as water Pokemon have. But I chased that shining figure I admired. I forgot to see your true form. Despite that, I still want to try again together, even with someone like me, Golduck and Starmie. Ah, I see. She was talking to her Pokemon. And thank you. I'll be waiting, Misty, for Lorelai's name. You were waiting for me. And here she goes. Let's do this, Starmie. She's got the advantage in the water. That's Starmie looking fierce. I have to calm down. The rain has ended, so I can see now. I'll take advantage of the change to rain. Butterfree now. Blow Stun Spore into the water. Okay, fair enough. And Bubble Beam. Oh, and there we go with the OG move of Bubble Beam. Let's go. It got washed away. I really wish they had made, instead of introducing Water Pulse, I wish they had just made Bubble Beam better, you know? Yeah. Yeah, so I was just going to check the chat here for a second, because these chapters are kind of long to go the entire way. You know what I mean? So yeah. Anyways, let's see. Justin said, "Oi, heard of this once beforehand, so let's go. It's really good." 1 year ago, so Red is like 11 here. Yeah, Red's 11. Justin. Artist said Wooper is ground type though. Was he? Was Wooper actually ground type in Gen 2 Game Boy? I mean, Artist, you're probably right, but once again, nobody fought him with an electric type because he didn't have an electric type. You couldn't catch one until Mareep. Mareep was kind of rare. No one fought Woopers. Most people didn't have Woopers. So unless you happen to use an electric type move up against the very few Woopers that were in the game, that's all I'm saying. And also you're playing the game when you're like 10, so... But yeah, I'll double check that, but I didn't think Wooper was... Yeah, I'll double check that in the... Just give me a sec. I always thought Wooper was only water type. No, water ground in Gen 2. Okay, fair enough. Still, as I said, you don't fight a whole lot of them, and you don't have electric type moves when you do encounter them, generally speaking. You don't have a Mareep by the time you leave Faulkner. So, you know, you're not really paying that much attention. You know what I mean? And who else really has a Quagsire or a Wooper up to that point, you know? So, unless you did a lot of grinding, a lot of training and stuff and paying that much attention. But yeah. Just said, nice, Red. You have successfully lost your lightning type in a fight against a water type specialist. I know, right? Artist said it has Cloud 9. Yeah, that's what it's doing. It's instead of eliminating weather effects, it's like we have Cloud 9. We're summoning clouds. I'll take it. It's fine. Just said, I don't think that's how the weather works, Misty, but okay. I mean, let's see. Kane said Goku solos. Goku solos what? Pokemon? Probably. Caden said, Bubble Beam will always be one of the OG's attacks. It really is, Caden. It truly is. Alright, so we're caught up with the chat, so back to the chapter. We have the bubble beam, it got washed away. It's difficult to deal with such an overwhelming change of terrain. This is her way of fighting. Hey you, flashback. Only those trainers who have strong policy about Pokemon can turn pro. What is your approach when you train and catch Pokemon? My policy is water type Pokemon. We're having the OG speech too, I love it. Energy ball, full power. Here comes the Starmie, here it comes. Butterfree, attack, they're face to face. And attack and attack, here it comes. Hydro pump, boom, into the water. Yeah, we have to keep on attacking, damn. And Butterfree cannot continue. All traits of the original battlefield have been completely erased by the water. And Butterfree is down. A water type move overpowered a grass technique it was weak to. Did the flooded battlefield strengthen the move? Rain Dance, of course. Was that her goal from the start? Starmie can run riot in such a stadium. I believe it's run rampant, but anyways. And there's Misty. The tomboyish mermaid Misty is displaying her full power here. Nice. Oh, and there we see Brock, I think, for the first time. I think we see Brock. He was mentioned, but we didn't see him before. We see Brock. There's the sister. There's Erica and Surge. Who would have anticipated her creating that battlefield? Nice. And then Lorelai looking on. You've grown, Misty. Oh, this is bad. This match is done. Green. It's not over yet. Both competitors have a single Pokemon left. Ooh, you should be paying it. Hey, you should be paying attention. Of course, there's Gold playing on a Game Boy. I'm glad that, and it looks like an original Game Boy, not a Game Boy Color. It's really bulky. I'm glad that you're my final Pokemon. I'm counting on you, Lapras, of course. Just in case, let's bring the neutrality. Water versus water. Smart move. Out of all his Pokemon, the only other one he really could have brought was Snorlax. And realistically here, Lapras is the better choice. The current battlefield restricts land-based Pokemon's mobility. As such, Red has called on Lapras as his final Pokemon. Now, I'm curious. Could he choose any, like, does he have all 6 available and he's got to pick from the, like right now, could he have called out, I'm not sure if the rules are, okay, you have to register the 3 you're going to use, and you can't just, oh shit, well, I guess I will go with Charizard after all, or something like that. He can't, he's got to register all 3. I think that was left sort of ambiguous. Because just the way this is written, it says, because the battlefield changed, as such, Red has called on Lapras as his final Pokemon. It's like, that leads me to believe he could have pulled out Charizard, Snorlax, or Marowak. You know, he doesn't, as long as there's only 3 and he never switches out to a 4th, he can use any 3 at any time. He doesn't have to actually, before the battle begins, select which 3. I'm not sure. Will his choice of Pokemon rescue him from this situation? Lapras, huh? She's as pretty as ever. Isn't she? Are you envious? Nice. Maybe, but I won't make this easy for you. Lapras. Oh, the original Pokedex, a Pokedex entry, which the original Dexter there. I love it. Lapras. Her ability is Water Absorb. Restores HP if hit by a Water-type move instead of taking damage. Nice. Now Red no longer needs to worry about Water-type attacks, but she's got Ice-type and Psychic-type attacks, I believe. So that's why Red included her on his team. However, Starmie only receives half the normal damage from Water and Ice-type attacks. This is true, too. Water against Water. Both are of the same attribute, but his opponent is an expert in Water-type Pokemon. Well, could use Body Slam, I guess, or something. I don't know. Half-hearted strategies won't be enough here. Lapras, Whirlpool. Alright, catch them in the Whirlpool. By nature, Starmie excels in speed and special attack, but has low HP. That's true, too. I have to limit its movements and attack directly. That's true, too. Like, you get a couple of hits. Like, Green's not wrong about the fact that Water versus Water isn't good, but Starmie is speedy and special attacky, but not bulky at all. If it came down to blow for blow, Lapras would come out on top regardless. I see your plans for Starmie to get dragged in by the Whirlpool, right? Great. Let's speed it up. Rapid spin. Hiya! Because we got to do the hiya, like the Staryu and stuff. And then going forth, Thunderbolt. Oh, shit. Didn't see that coming, but let's go. Let's go. with the Thunderbolt? Alright. Alright. I didn't think of that. I didn't see that one coming. I will admit. I didn't see that one coming. I better respond to that. Sorry, guys. Just really quick. Alright, let's see. Starmie has unleashed an electric type move, and it's super effective. Damn, that looks painful. And then shoots off a ice beam blast. Just randomly shoots off an ice beam by the looks of it. To the side, trying to stop it. The Starmie or whatever. And boom. The Starmie goes off of the ice beam and flies away. Oh, to stop the Thunderbolt. Damn, are you okay, Lapras? Holy shit, that Lapras looks in bad shape. Lapras has managed to escape the Thunderbolt. That was smart, though. Used the Whirlpool and then rapid spin around it. Thunderbolt. You know, like, that's really cool. Nevertheless, it has received significant damage. Did you really believe I hadn't planned on how to fight that type of Pokemon? It goes without saying I had a strategy against Lorelai's ace Lapras. I mean, that's fair point. Fair point. Arg, put it to sleep. Sing. And boom. Surf. Is Lapras going to use Perish Song, I'm wondering? And then, surf. Boom. A transcendent wave. Ride that surf. I love that. A tremendous wave. Ride that surf. Pokemon Stadium. See? See? This is why this is so good. And if you didn't grow up like I did, I'm sorry, you're just missing out. You're just missing out. And I feel so bad for the people that don't get these tiny little nuggets. Like, if you didn't play the original Pokemon Stadium, you aren't going to know it. You're just going to think that's just a tremendous wave. Ride that surf. You know, that's the announcer in N64 Pokemon Stadium. You know what I mean? Like, but most people aren't going to catch these just the little things. I'm probably missing some myself, you know? But it's just so good. It's so good. They're trying to include everything. And I love it. Such pressure. But thanks to Water Absorb, you'll recover some health. That's true. That's true. But then right in front for the Thunderbolt, it's gathering electricity. Electricity. Lapras, Ice Shard. Well, Ice Shard should hit first, shouldn't it? So Ice Shard, apparently not. But it does look like a couple of them hit Starmie, but the Thunderbolt, the Ice Shard still should have hit. But anyways, okay. An explosive second Thunderbolt. Lapras surely can't take much more. This might be over. The boy is only fighting defensively, says Lance. A gym leader against a rookie. There definitely is a stark difference in their experience of skill. In the end, he's just a child. I suppose this is how it should be. Even if I can control its position, I don't know whether she'll attack with water or electric moves. Damn it! Her attacks, they're fantastic. No matter the situation, she's able to make use of the water. That's how a gym leader operates. That's the trainer, Misty. Nice. The respect is here. You fought well, Red, but this is the end. For the sake of my dream, I will defeat you. Another surf. Wait, it's changing shape? This is it, Lapras. Can you do it again? Let's see. We need to break open a path. There's no other option but to confront them head on. Okay, can you do it again? Like the Ice Shard again? What is he, or is he talking about a time because he's looking at him and thinking about the time he said, can you do it again? Did he pull something out when they first met? There's a flashback. And then speeding forward. You are determined, but I'm sorry. I'm going to sink you. Surf. It's enormous. Everyone watching, even Lorelai shocked. It always changes its position before using Thunderbolt. I can't reach it before it unleashes the move. It's time to take charge. Due to Starmie not being an electric type, its attacks don't have the speed or power of Pikachu's. That is the objective. Our opportunity will only be available for an instant. Beyond Lapras' eye. okay, we're getting a flashback, was an image that had been burnt into her memory. Her birthplace, the Orange Archipelago. And then we're going into the anime, how Ash got his Lapras. Even though they're saying this Lapras did come from the game, from the Silph Co., they're saying that this one was also a baby in the Orange Archipelago. They're melding both Laprases. I love it. Let's go. And the vision of that majestic ocean. At that time, Lapras was separated from her herd and captured by humans. She became a mascot of the massive Kanto Corporation Silph Co. It was a life without worry about food or danger. Due to her high intelligence, Lapras was able to understand the human language better than any other Pokemon. As a result, she developed a great interest in human beings, despite the small aquarium and mundane life before she realized it. She became accustomed to her new life, and memories of her home also began to fade. But then a group called Team Rocket invaded the company. They took all the employees hostage and brought all of Silph Co.'s Pokemon to a single location. Experiments were conducted on living creatures. They tested the body and mind's reaction to various stimuli. Oh, Jesus. Once a Pokemon reached their limit, they were discarded. And let's see. I was prepared for my death. Oh, Jesus. Free that Pokemon. And boom, in comes Pikachu and Charmeleon. Let's go. It was the first time that I saw someone who understood the pain of another Pokemon like his own. There's Cubone with that Marowak bone again, guys. I'm going to cry again. I'm just saying. I'm going to cry. And fought on behalf of that Pokemon. Let's move on from Cubone, okay? That shit's too sad. He and his Pokemon were of the same mind. There they stand. It was the first time I had seen someone like that. I want to be your strength, is what I thought. But having lived a life where everything was cared for, my lack of experience in battle was overwhelming. I wasn't able to fight properly. I was ashamed by my lack of power. This is actually super accurate, because when you get Lapras, in the original game, when you get Lapras, Lapras is powerful but under-leveled and only comes with 2 moves, I think. Comes with... What does Lapras originally come with? Sing and Growl or something like that. Like, it's bare bones. It's super basic, and it's not Water Gun or anything, I don't think, like that. Lapras doesn't have the best move pool in the original game, and when you get it, like, once again, is underleveled to fight against Giovanni, so you think Lapras up against Nidoking would have a better shot. This is actually adding all the ideas of how you have to train up your Lapras. You can't just throw Lapras out. It needs a lot of work and a lot of time spent. So yeah, it can be a fantastic, amazing Pokemon, but the one you get, you can't just throw it right out into battle. Sort of like when you first get Aerodactyl revived. Wing Attack, that's it. Wing Attack and Agility. No, Wing Attack and Agility? Wing Attack and Agility. I think it's Wing Attack and Agility, and that's it. So unless, you know, you're not doing much with only Wing Attack. Wing Attack's not a bad move, but not, you know, that's it. That's all you got. And it takes a while to raise these guys up, right? So I like that. I forget what Lapras does start with. Is it Pound? Might be Pound. Sing and Growl, Pound and Growl. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's see. And after that life or death battle, shame ran through me once again. You can go wherever you want. Oh, right. Right, and this is one of the moment we already saw. You can go anywhere you want now. There are many roads you can take. A lengthy fight had left its scars. His heart had shattered. However, the heart of his Pokemon remained clear, and I decided that I wanted to go with them, and she's the one who did the boom, 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 boom with the Ice Beam, which no way she would have. Well, actually, could have used the TM from Celadon City, which he would have had on him, so yeah, okay, she could use Ice Beam at this point. I wanted to travel together with that kind boy and his friends that were proud of him. And then, it's a whole new world we live in, do-do-do-do-do. Yep. I'm doing the Pokemon World theme right here. Yep. Traveling on the Lapras back. Red showed me a vivid and beautiful landscape. It was familiar, but not the place I was born. Wait a minute. Is that Articuno? Yeah, it's fucking Articuno. Let's go. There's Cinnabar. There's the Seafoam Islands. Articuno flying across the Seafoam Islands. Fucking A, this is so good. This is so good. A new place. Wait. Okay, I know it's It's a whole new world. It's a whole new place with a brand new attitude. But that's not what they're going for. But still, it would be funny. So, and then boom. Here we go. I'm sure they will include some lyrics from the anime at some point. And I can't even tell with all the crazy art what's going on there. I think I see Starmie. And then boom, Lapras has been swallowed by the tremendous wave. What will happen next? Fully charged. Let's bring this to a close. Thunder. What the hell? Ice Beam? Lapras decided. Or is... What is happening? That she wanted to see the place Red had set his sights on. She wanted to see it by his side. She wanted to go with him. And rise to victory. Boom! Holy shit, turn the whole wave into a piece of ice. What the fuck is this? There is only one road. Holy shit. That is a gorgeous shot. What? Lapras create a road of ice beneath herself. Keep going, Lapras, and descend. I don't even know what move that's supposed to be, but it's awesome. I think it's just supposed to be super cool. Starmie, Thunderbolt, and shocking. Nope. Going through, remembering Pikachu fighting, huh? That move. Imitate its appearance. Oh, shit. Okay. Volt Tackle. Lapras is charging towards Starmie while taking on the Thunderbolt. Okay, you know what? You know what? I'm actually okay with it because catching up to the speed, seeing Pikachu do it so many times, caught the speed, is taking Starmie's Thunderbolt. Doesn't actually have Volt Tackle, but is using the electric charge. You're going to fire it at me, and I'm just going to slam right into you with your own goddamn Thunderbolt. So it's not really Volt Tackle, it's an imitate, as they said. Imitate its appearance. Imitate Volt Tackle. Let's go. That is fucking badass. And even Green's impressed. Huh? She won't stop and Psychic won't connect in time. Hydro Pump. Fire at maximum power. That's a terrible idea. And then going through, just crashing through. We are the challengers here. Alright. Oh, so he did select all three beforehand. Okay, that's been answered. Our experience doesn't match up to our opponents. We can't afford to overlook even the smallest opportunity. We just need to concentrate on what is in front of us. But inside, we are aiming for the top. Our bodies will follow the dreams of our heart. Crushing through. Forward! This is the first step towards our dream of the future. Look at that Lapras. It's those eyes again. He's only looking ahead, but at the same time, it's like he's looking at something far away. He might actually reach where those shining eyes are looking, towards that distant peak. There's Mount Silver. And there's everybody running. What a great shot. And then look at that Lapras shot. Boom! Striking on through. Lapras just smashed into Starmie with great force. But who will be left standing? Everyone's reaction shots. Misty, Red. Lapras is still up. Starmie has, of course, the cracked jewel and is down. Starmie has fainted. And once again, from the original anime, got the exact same outfit, but also the haircut. The haircut that was one of the referees from the anime. Starmie has fainted. The victory goes to Lapras. The winner is Red of Pallet Town. Well, we knew Red was going to have to win, but still, damn. Damn. Damn, man. The electricity Lapras was bathed in remained without vanishing. Let's see. Starmie has an organ that handles... Because remember, Lapras can learn Thunderbolt. So, this isn't crazy. The electricity Lapras was bathed in remained without vanishing. Starmie has an organ that handles electricity in a similar manner. It's due to Lapras being able to learn electric attacks via TM. However, I do not know if the boy himself realizes that. This child. How interesting. And, oh, because you're going to face Lorelei next. And Misty, you have certainly become strong. But the results are definite. You've grown a lot since that time. That has nothing to do with the outcome of this match. Lorelai being a good person. It's nice to see because Lorelai in the Adventures manga is a fucking bitch. So it's nice to see her, like, cocky but also there. Like, her game self. What a pity. Starmie, you gave it your all. I'm sorry for not being able to win. She also had a dream, and I destroyed it for the sake of my own. Alright, at least he's not sugarcoating it. What it's like, this is what it's like at the top. This is the Pokemon League. Walking over, looking at each other. I was utterly trounced. Keep on attacking. I thought I could win my way without compromising. I became impatient. I'm just one step away from my dream. If I attack once more with the same technique, I'll win. In the middle of the battle, I was already thinking about the next fight. I underestimated my opponent, and that's evident now. Regardless of how many times I've seen it. I've seen him cornered before. And his power escalates in that instant. It's true. He never stops looking towards his goal, his figure. Misty. Why are you making that face? Ow, 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 ow. Oh, this is nice. It's going to be a nice exchange. You defeated me, and you've gotten closer to your goal. Smile. That's the duty of the winner. Like this? That look irritates me. Hey, calm down. I'm just kidding. And now my speech comes here. Keep going your way and pursue your dream. I won't accept you losing the next battle. The next fight. Lorelai. Right. Thanks, Misty. Aw, that's nice. The competitor has obtained victory in this first fight. He has advanced to the second round. And then she walks off. And she takes her hairband out. Oh, no. We're going to see Misty crying. We're going to see her lean up against the thing and maybe Lorelai comes down and sees her and stuff, and that is what it means to be a champion or something. Somebody's got to catch her. Like, or maybe it'll be a solid moment. I don't know. Let's see. So she takes her hairband out. He's thinking about... Yeah. Red nose. I like that red nose. I like that red nose. That's not adult writing. I don't want to say adult writing, but that's like advanced. That's emotional writing. Like, you can have your dummy protagonist, right? You can have your Narutos, your Gokus, your Luffys. You can have your dumbass protagonist, right? You're gonna be the best, right? But they can't always not, like, be like this all the time, like, to see what's actually going on. They have to be able to read the emotions in the moment at the time. Even Luffy does that from time to time, right? Sometimes he sees more than he lets on, and sometimes he's the only one who sees. So in this instance, I like that when you have your go get 'em, be the best there ever was, they know what's actually going on. So that's nice. And then she's trembling. Yeah. And she's crying. Aw. That's a beautiful double spread, though. The angles, having the symmetry between the right and the left. Misty crying because she really wanted... Oh, man. See, that's the problem with tournaments when you have friends. You don't know who you really want to vote for, you know? Like, damn, man. Oh, that was a good chapter. God damn, that was a good chapter. And now we have a chapter 6.5, Karen. Oh, shit. All right. So let's catch up with the chat first, and then we'll read chapter 6.5. How about we do that? Yeah, these chapters are long as shit, so I am going to have to periodically just break, just at my own discretion, and check the chat from time to time, because I feel like I spend too long on the chapter when they're this long. Ban said, I told artists, but this manga feels like if the anime was competitive. It sort of is, because it's sort of including a corporation from everything, from the manga to the anime to the games, to especially more so to Pokemon Stadium. There's a lot of references to Pokemon Stadium, you know. But yeah, artist said just wait until. Oh, what's artist saying? Yeah, maybe Gen 1 comp band. Maybe Gen 1 comp band? I don't know what artist is trying to say there. Maybe Gen 1 competitive? It's comparable to competitive Gen 1? I mean, yeah. I suppose. It also has that. It also has that bit of that Yu-Gi-Oh flair to it. Like, they're not just following the rules of the game. They're like, it's like the manga. It's like the Pokemon Adventures manga. They're not just following, and the anime. They're not just following the rules of the game. What I'm attacking is the water itself. That kind of stuff, right? Justice said, when Lance said Red is just a child, does that mean Misty is an adult? This is probably obvious to everyone else. It just clicked to me. Well, Misty's 14. Misty's 13, I believe. 2 years older. No, wait. Red is 12. Misty's 14. Volkner's like 15 or something like that. So still a kid. 2 years older. Justice said, this is so dramatic. It's amazing. It is. Artist said, they cheating. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. They ain't cheating. This is manga, man. They ain't cheating. They even said that Lapras can learn Thunderbolt. So all Lapras did was go, okay, I'm going to start the luge that you created with your surf, and I can't stop it. I'm just going to... All that happened was Lapras just kept taking the Thunderbolt. Starmie kept shocking him, and she just kept rolling down to... boom. And the rules of force equals whatever is that momentum won't be stopped, it'll only accelerate. The rules of acceleration said that basically turned into Volt Tackle. Starmie shouldn't have used Thunderbolt. That's all I'm saying. Ban laughing. Ban said, let's go. Justice said, if I have $1 every time a Pokemon that's weak to electric imitated Volt Tackle, I would have $2. Where'd you get the $2? I only see $1. Never seen it. Who else imitated a Volt Tackle? Joseph said, imagine you lost because a Pokemon got a new move because the trainer just runs like that. Would be mad salty and calling hacks. Misty better than me. Technically, would you also, as Red, would you not call hacks that she literally transformed the battlefield into her favor? Like, technically speaking, the whole idea of different battlefields is to give certain Pokemon to make it interesting, right? Like, they're not... If they were just going to play all the time, they'd just play on a straight, no difference in the terrain. But the terrains are always different. Some are grassy, some are water, some are sand. It's supposed to give advantage and disadvantage to some Pokemon, so trainers have to be able to think, intuitively. So Misty's strategy was to, so it's not really that salty. She decided to totally change the terrain into her favor, which, so if you're able to do that, I don't see the issue here. It's not like Lapras can't learn Thunderbolt. So, as Lorelei pointed out, Lapras has an organ, just like Starmie, able to conduct and charge electricity. Probably harnessed that and kept going forward. Makes sense. Ban said, yeah, that's fair. Some chapters are 90 plus pages. That's true. Just said, Karen, let's go. Karen looks dangerous. She is the top of the Elite Four. So that is dangerous. Joseph said, Volkner is 15. I thought he was a depressed 28-year-old having an early midlife crisis. No, he's 15 having a depressed midlife crisis. So chapter 6.5. Let's see. Wait a minute. Note. This chapter was written and drawn by... I can't read that. Who is the younger brother of the author of the original Dojin. Okay. The older brother has verified this story as well as having aided in the making of the chapter. Due to the intention that it to be part of the setting of his own work, I have thus decided to translate it despite the different art and artist. Okay, it's going to be different art. That's interesting. Despite originally being uploaded in between the release of chapter 6 and 7, it is set during chapter 3 as it concerns the final of one of the preliminary blocks of the story's current Pokemon League. It also features Best Pokemon, Houndoom, and Joy. There's, well, in Gary's outfit with the colors. It's Gary with an Alolan Raticate. That's swell. Okay, so the art style is going to change, eh? Let's see. Oh, yeah, you can tell. Quality. All right. It's still very well done. Still very well done. Better than I could probably do. Site of the 12 Pokemon League. Final day of the preliminaries. All right. Main stadium. Oh, yeah, I see what they're saying. Monitor room. Yeah, they don't. It's not a bad style, but it's not nearly as good. It's an okay style. Lance looks creepy. The victor of this match will win the block of the preliminaries. We have a long way since the first battle. True. Gym leader Morty. Oh, Morty's there against Beast Tamer Karen. Well, the favorite is Karen. I love favorite spelled right. Love it. Naturally, the odds will increase in her favor. I thought that she was trained under Agatha. I really did. Because she replaces Agatha. In a manner of speaking. Karen is in the lead. But her opponent is a gym leader. How will this battle end so simply? Then we have Karen, okay. Let's see. So here's Karen. And then here's the battle. It's Morty, of course, Gengar and stuff. Though it would make more sense, I guess. I always thought that Karen, like, had a connection to Agatha for some reason. Not Morty. I don't know why. Go Gengar. End this, Houndoom. Boom. Going forth. And, and Will. Oh, Usine is watching. Usine. I think that's how you say his name. And Will, of course, is watching as another psychic-type user. Focus Blast. Oh, damn. Smart move. And nope. And this artist, if you're still watching, this is why we don't use Focus Blast. That bitch misses more than it hits. Okay? I'd rather rely on Horn Drill, motherfucker. Jesus. I can't stand Focus Blast. I don't use it. It sucks. Fuck Focus Blast, man. Any move that doesn't have at least 95 to 100 accuracy is no good. It's not going in my fucking pool. I can't stand it. I really can't stand it. I hate using Thunder. I go Thunderbolt every time. I can't stand any of the low accuracy moves. When you got low accuracy, Iron Tail and all that shit, fuck. Can't do it. Houndoom looking on, dodged it. Hypnosis. Oh. When one leaves an opening immediately after dodging, such as now, I find Hypnosis works quite well. Morty's pace, as expected, he truly is a gym leader. I wonder if that's so. What? Didn't seem to work. This child is cunning and is constantly thinking of nasty plots. I get it. And the only thing in its mind is thoughts about defeating his opponent. Hypnotism won't work on him. Hold on a minute. Does Houndoom have the, like, can't fall asleep ability? Which is it unable to eat berries? That's Unnerve. But it's got nothing to do with, Solar Power is Mega. Early Bird or Flash Fire? What's Early Bird? Flash Fire definitely doesn't do anything. Early Bird causes quick awakening from sleep. Ah, that's what they're doing. Okay. Okay, cool. But the idea of nasty plot, I like it. All right, cool. I knew there was probably a reference there somewhere. They're taking liberties with the abilities to make them more interesting. That's cool. Flamethrower, boom. And let's see, Double Team. Oh, shit. A formidable number. His instructions are so swift. But it doesn't matter how many of you there are. Flamethrower. That is indeed a powerful technique, but I was waiting for this opening. Did you honestly think, let me guess, Shadow Ball? Did you honestly think I would overlook the fact that only one is moving differently? Dark Pulse. Oh, yeah, that's true too. Yeah, it's this one. And Dark Pulse, of course. Huh? He was also a double. What else do you have up your sleeve? Finish this, Morty. Gengar, Focus Blast. Oh, it was a Focus Blast, not a Shadow Ball. Of course not. And then grab, what? Slant, holy shit. Ripped Crunch. Wait, what? That ripped the Gengar's arm right the fuck off? Holy crunch. That's a crunch. Holy shit. Okay. I mean, it is a ghost type Pokemon, so I'm sure that can heal, but damn. Gengar is unable to continue. The winner is Beast Tamer Karen. She has broken through the preliminaries. Damn. Will looking on. That's great, Karen. I always thought Will was supposed to be somebody, because of the mask, was supposed to be a character we knew in disguise. You know? Always thought Will was supposed to be Lorelai dressed up as a man sort of idea. You know what I mean? Or something like that. I don't know. I just always assumed that Will was somebody we already knew. And Morty, how can this be? After all, that girl is... Called it! I always said, Agatha taught Karen. There was just something about... I don't know if there's a piece of lore from like the Fame Checker in Leaf Green or something. Well, it wouldn't be in Leaf Green. So where did I always hear that? Is that just a fan theory that I've held on to my whole life? And of course, this comic is a fan love letter. So just like the Eradicate and all that stuff all being true, the Pokemon War, we're doing all that stuff. So is this just a long beloved fan theory that Karen learned from Agatha and there's no actual correlation in the games? Because I just always, that was my own headcanon, I thought, but Jesus Christ, it's been so many years. Damn. All right. But I love it. I love it because that's how I always thought it. I always thought Karen was supposed to be, she's at the top of the Elite Four because Agatha retired and this is her student. I always felt that way. This is the natural result. Lorelai said, I still haven't shown my hand yet. But it would be nice to observe someone already at the same level as us. It was a perfect victory. I was expected to have a candidate for the next Elite Four. It was a good battle. Lola said, I haven't shown my hand. I still haven't shown my hand yet. Is she talking about missing? I'm not sure what she's referring to there. Let's see. Morty, could you tell me how you knew Gengar's whereabouts? Houndoom can track scents. From the second Gengar used Double Team, I knew where he had hidden himself. I told you, this one is cunning. The real danger of Gengar was his speed, so she had to wait until he was close before she could seize the initiative. Were all those attacks just to set up that situation? I'll need to watch out for her. Damn, yeah, because that's who he faces first, isn't it? So, goddamn. Alright, cool. So, let's see. Justice said in the anime, Ash used a flying type with his Pikachu to do a Volt Tackle. I forgot which Pokemon it was. That must have been in much later seasons. Volt Tackle didn't exist when I was watching the anime. I watched hundreds of episodes. Justice said, if Volkner is depressed, now make sure no one tells him about taxes. Yeah. Ban said, brutal Houndoom. That is a brutal Houndoom. Justice said, damn, Karen. Also, I'm pretty sure it's just a popular fan theory. Yeah, so... because that's what I said. I said it before I saw it. You guys are here. It's live. I haven't read ahead. I just always thought that Agatha had taught Karen. It just made the simple sense. Dark types were discovered. It's similar to ghost type. There's a correlation there. It's dark. It's dangerous. It's powerful. So Agatha probably trained an up-and-coming someone, unique that had a love for dark types and said, well, I can teach you what I know, girlie. And stuff like that, and had her own protege. It makes sense. Agatha's age, it makes sense that she would have a protege. Because Oak has a grandson. She probably went out and got her own fucking protege. So it always made sense to me. And this is a nice shot. Festival of Champions with the Eradicate and the Eevee and stuff. We really need the thing with the Eevee. We need with the Espeon, the reconciliation with the Espeon. So I am glad that that's the way it's going to work out. Because Karen's got the Umbreon, he's got the Espeon, but his Espeon, instead of Red having the Espeon, like in the original games, because they changed it over to a Lapras, or whatever they did, it just, this all makes a lot more sense. So yeah, right before we start, let's see. Ban said, I think Volt Tackle came to be in Gen 3, not sure. I thought Volt Tackle was one of those, you had to get one of those tickets and download or whatever from whatever. Like it was a special, like the surfing Pikachu. You know what I mean? That's where I thought it was first introduced. When was it introduced? But I'm sure that Ash's Pikachu didn't have Volt Tackle for a long ass time. Let's see. I'm quite sure of that, at least when I stopped watching. But then again, I stopped. I mean, I was watching some of Gen 3 anime seasons, but I didn't watch every episode. So, I didn't watch any of Sinnoh, but I was, yeah, so it could have been. Volt Tackle introduced in Gen 3. Okay, let's see. Gen 3. Da-da-da-da-da. Full tackle, blah, blah, blah. And Gen 4. Alright, let's see. But who? The Pichu. From Pokemon Emerald onward, if either parent of a baby Pichu holds a light ball when the egg is produced. That's what it was. From Pokemon Emerald. It was special in Emerald. You couldn't get in Ruby and Sapphire. And it was only for Pikachu, of course, which it always usually has been. Let's see. The Pichu will know Volt Tackle and hatches. However, Volt Tackle is not an egg move and cannot be passed by simple breeding with the parent knowing the move. The only way for Pichu to hatch knowing Volt Tackle is for one of the parents to hold a light ball. Right. And where do you get the light ball? Isn't that like... It was in Gen 2. Oh, I never saw it in Gen 2. I don't remember. I guess you can buy them. Anyways. Alright, well... So yeah, it was Gen 3. I don't know when Ash's Pikachu first used it. As I said, I stopped watching the anime around. I was still watching Master Quest and Advanced Battle and stuff like that. But I wasn't there for a lot of it, so I missed some episodes. So whenever it first used it, I'm sure it was Gen 3. But you got to remember, the Gen 3, it doesn't sound that... It sounds like, oh, well, come on, man. You must have watched... No. Gen 3 anime was out when I was like a teenager. I grew up with Gen 1 when I was a child. Like, it took a long-ass time for the anime to get caught up. I'm just going to say that. You know, so it was years. But anyways, all right, let's start chapter 7 here. So there's Oak. And, oh, is that the pendant that, well, Green and Gary always wore? Here, Green, I'll give this to you if you'd like. Thanks, Grandfather. He's the #1 Pokemon researcher, as well as being my grandfather and resident of Palatown, and also... Oh, we get badass Oak back in the day. We finally reached the conclusion. Samuel Oak, let's celebrate the very first winner of the Pokemon League. And of course, he's got his Tauros. Yes, let's go. Tauros is a boss. Samuel Oak was the Pokemon champion. He was once the strongest trainer in the entire world. And he wore that pendant. Sentimentality of the pendant. Let's see. And then, the original. No! My Charizard. You're weak. Okay, so he beat him with the Tauros, of course. So you're weak after all, Red. Ha ha ha. No fair. You only used Hyper Beam. It's called strategy. By the way, did you finish the homework? Huh? Let's see. The essay. That was the homework we were given over the summer holidays. Did you forget? I didn't forget. My dream for the future, right? But I can't do it since I haven't decided on one yet. I've already written mine. I want to work on the SSN. Okay. I finished mine as well. Really? Of course. I want to be the winner of the Pokemon League. I want to surpass my grandfather and become the strongest Pokemon trainer of all time. You know what would be cool? If at the very end of this series, he challenges Oak to a Pokemon battle. He wants to surpass his grandfather, who is considered the greatest Pokemon trainer of all time. The Pokemon Master. Which I love that Oak, of all people, not only the first Pokemon researcher, but the original, the OG, the best. I love it. Absolutely love it. Green said, don't copy me. I know. Red is my childhood friend and neighbor. We've always played together since I can remember. This is cool. No matter what we did, I was always the winner. Whether it was at school or in games or anything else, he was no match for me. Oh, they have the Pokemon card. I love that. The fishing, the Pokemon card game. I love it. Until that day. Let's see. And the Pikachu. Ow, 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 ow. What the hell? And they're there with a net. That hurts. On that day, something sneaked into the cellar of Red's house. It was a Pikachu covered in wounds. Oh, damn. Ouch. And then collapse. Runs over, gives it to Oak, of course. How is he, Professor? Ouch, hold still. His life isn't in any danger, but he has 2 types of wounds. Some were made by another Pikachu. The others are bruises from being hit and kicked by a human. Ooh. Let's Yep. Yep. Alright. Who gotta die? Who has to fucking die? Seriously. Unless the only acceptable reason, there's only ever one reason. I'm going to tell you guys right now. The only reason ever to hurt a cat or a dog or anything of that description is if it's trying to hurt and kill you or someone else. Only reason. Because guess what? You ain't eating it, right? And there's no reason to brutalize it either. Clean shot. Like when you go out and hunt and you kill a deer, you don't shoot it in the legs, make it suffer, then go up to it and start kicking it and beating it, do you? No, you don't. Clean kill it, it doesn't even realize it had an accident. And then you harvest all of it. You don't just, not this shark fin soup crap, none of this fucking taking the antlers as a trophy only and leaving the carcass. No. You shot the damn thing, you take the meat, you take the body, you carve it up, and you eat. That's part. But there's only that one reason. Outside of that, you ever kick a cat, I'll kick the living shit out of you. I don't care what. I will beat I don't care if you look like the fucking Rock. I will fucking come up behind you and I will take you down. Fuck that. You can go kill 3 people and I might not give a shit. But you fucking kick an animal, I'll fucking destroy you. I will beat you down. Fuck that. That kind of abuse, I just don't know. I don't play that game. I do not play that game. You attack a dog or a cat, you better put on a lot of fucking football gear because my fists are going to be bloody by the time I'm done. So yeah, yeah, like I actually heard about a guy one time who he actually he tied up 3 guys to a tree and beat the ever-loving shit out of them apparently. And they charged him, and when they asked him why, they said that these guys had picked on like a family of baby raccoons and ended up killing them and were like spreading them and like just doing all this really gross shit to a bunch of baby raccoons. And they were like, 16, 17. So some guy, I guess in his late 20s, grabbed the kids, tied them to a tree, beat the ever-loving shit out of them. And he was charged, of course, because he can't do that. But I was sitting down like, I'd go to prison for that shit. Fucking A. Because I don't think those kids are ever going to touch an animal for as long as they fucking live. So there's 3 abusers of animals never going to touch a fucking animal wrong again in their life. I'd go to jail. And he probably didn't even go to jail for it, He probably got, some down to a misdemeanor for assault and all that shit. Probably did like house arrest for a year and all that shit. And I'd do that. So, yeah. Wow. Okay. Great. But why would they? Let's see. He's come to deeply distrust human beings. So we're going to do the whole why the Pikachu, sort of from the anime, why the Pikachu not take to humans and stuff. And we're going to go the little darker route. I fear that perhaps, in addition to being abused by his trainer, he was abandoned and tried to return to his home in Viridian Forest. But since he had carried the scent of a human, he was rejected by other Pikachu. We saw that in the anime too, remember that? They don't accept. Since he had nowhere else to go, he wandered into the homes of Palatown. What's going on? Oh, Red's freaked. And Green. After all that, Red visited Pikachu regularly, deciding he would look after it. And yeah, the Pikachu's of course going to always attack him. You don't want one? Well, how about this one? Red, give it up already. What do you want? Even my grandfather said it. That Pokemon no longer trusts humans. It doesn't matter how much you care for it. The result will never change. As soon as he recovers, he will return to the wild. Green, this is the one thing Red beat him in. Red didn't give up on the Pikachu, and he was proven wrong. I like this. Don't you feel frustrated, Green? Stupid, I couldn't care less about your frustration. What will you do if he retains your scent? For his sake as well, stop trying to care for it. Actually, it's funny. There is a rule up here in Canada. You guys know about bobcats or lynx? You know, big fucking cats. There's a rule up in Canada in the north. If they spray you, you need to take care of. Basically, now you have a fucking bobcat. Because you cannot call animal services. They will not return them to the wild. Because once a bobcat is sort of one of those weird mate for life animals, and as dangerous as they can be, if they spray a human, now that human, you have become their pet, and they'll starve themselves if you try to abandon them. They won't eat, they won't sleep. No. They need to be with you at all times. So it's cruel. So they determined up here in Canada, like back in like the late 80s, that it's actual animal cruelty to abandon them. So they always tell people when you live up north in the Northwest Territories and stuff, when you encounter a bobcat, get as far away as you can, because if by happenstance it sprays you and decides you're my mommy, you're fucked. You have to take care of that fucking thing, or you will be charged with animal cruelty. So, and apparently dozens of people up there have bobcats in their house as a fucking cat, as a house pet, because it loves you. Now, the danger of having a bobcat, of course, is that it's a fucking bobcat. And so you have to be very cautious of bringing people over, unknown scents coming to the door, very dangerous, things like that, because it will attack. But yeah, there's actually a thing about that. So it's quite funny when they're talking about retaining the scent and being returned to the wild. Legally in Canada, you can't return a bobcat to the wild. It's considered animal cruelty. So I'm sure they do it all the time in some way, shape, or form, but that's why there are a lot of, up in the north, there are many methods to distance yourself from bobcats and lynx and get away from them in certain manners and stuff like that. They teach you that kind of stuff, apparently in schools up there, because it is a heavy responsibility, and if you're not, some people they can't take care of one, they don't want to take care of one, and you don't want to get, you know what I mean? And it's not fair to the person, it's not fair to the animal, so they actually teach them about, stay the fuck away from bobcats, not for the danger, but for the responsibility. It's actually a interesting little tidbit that I never knew. Because I was just wondering about people who own foxes and, bobcat. Can I own a lynx? So I ended up looking it up one time, and I was like, yeah, you can, actually. A lot of people apparently in Canada do. Not this far south, but up north, so... Anyways, so let's see. For his sake as well, stop trying to care for it. I don't care about what happens to that feral Pokemon. Oh, shit. Even so, I can't abandon it like that. Alright, Green, you're going to be proven wrong. A few days later. Red, wait! He escaped on his own. Are you planning on following him all the way to Viridian Forest? You don't have any Pokemon. It's too dangerous. We're going that route. I like it. Dangerous? Yeah, I know. So then Pikachu is in danger. Let me go, Green. I have to go after him. Green, huh? Hey, wait, come back. Green and Red. He went, damn it. What are you going to do? For now, let's tell my grandfather what happened. That idiot doesn't understand. That's why I tried to stop him. Hours later, after an arduous search, a ragged-looking Red returned together with Pikachu. Hey, I'm back. And Pikachu was... What happened? You're injured? Nah, I just went to the forest and got chased by some wild Pokemon. Now I'm exhausted. Red, I'm glad that you're safe, Professor. I like that, once again, in this world, you don't go off the main roads, because they're wild Pokemon, and they aren't dangerous, and they're all over. Professor, and on the phone and everything, it's okay, Pikachu. Blue is a friend. A friend. Okay, it's growling. Pika? Huh? Pleased to meet you, Pikachu. There we go. This is silly. Because now, remember, we were seeing flashbacks of how now it's all coming together, the story of Red and Pikachu. I like it, because we were showing that he was there, just holding out his hand sort of idea. A Pokemon who has lost his confidence, people won't recover it so easily. And that Pokemon was incredibly aggressive. Did something happen? I don't care what happens to that feral Pokemon, even so I can't abandon it like that. I wouldn't be able to do that. When that Pikachu had an expression like that. Red has a power that I don't. So he's jealous of that because he lost for the first time. By the way, Green, I've decided. What are you talking about? Our summer vacation homework. I'm going to become the strongest trainer. This guy always loses to me in school, when playing, or whatever else. But I told you not to imitate me. This is why you're such a child. No, this way I'll be your rival. Pikachu is going to be my ace, and together we will become the strongest in the world. Red, you do not intimidate me as if you could, idiot. This is a good rivalry and friendship. So then we get the Pokedex, them challenging. You're no match for me. I will complete the Pokedex. I will finish my journey. And I will show you again that you're no match. Let's see. It's just a Rattata. Let's capture it, Eevee. And then, boom. Oh. And so Rattata up against Pikachu, of course. The quick attack, everything. Pikachu! Quick attack, a technique that always strikes first. Needs a good balance between power, speed, and timing. Rattata was average, but excelled in that respect. I love the fact, once again, I mentioned it last stream, I love the fact that they are including both the beginning of Pokemon Red and Blue, and Green, and the beginning of Pokemon Yellow as well. They're adding both. Like, both of them have an Eevee and a Pikachu, but they also got a starter. I like that. That way they don't have to pick, like, which one are we going to follow? And does he get the Pikachu? And when does he get the Eevee? And all this stuff. We can do multiple storylines by combining them naturally like this. It was on that day when I witnessed... And then, wait. Eevee, who was very fussy about her meals, gave her favorite food to Rattata. Now listen closely. Pay attention to when trust is born. Oh, and this is... Yeah, and this is why Eevee didn't want to battle anymore. While you're traveling, you will encounter many Pokemon. Some may even join your team, correct? Many ties exist between living creatures, so it is important to be a trainer to recognize when bonds arise between their Pokemon. I thought he was saying something obvious, but even among human beings, we could struggle to understand each other, just like with Red. It's quite amazing that creatures of different species can accept each other so easily. It's not particularly dramatic or touching. It is touching. But it's interesting to see these kinds of bonds being created. Oh, isn't that nice? And look at that. And then the Eevee and the Rattata are eating together and getting along. And then what do we see here? Rattata trying to chew on the pendant. Hey, you left a mark, see? Did this catch your attention? Did you know this is what my grandfather wore when he became champion of the Pokemon League? I wonder why you don't want his gloves and shit too. I will become the strongest trainer. This is the reminder of that goal. And then Rattata is like, oh. And then what? And then, was it coincidence? No, he really did believe in me, and he evolved into Eradicate. Let's go. You evolved. I feel as if you really understood what my goal was. That day I learned that Pokemon and people can communicate their feelings to each other. Oh, shit. And he got... I like this. So there's the Pidgeotto, the Eevee. We know how he got most of these so far, right? And now we're seeing why he always has an arc. There we go. Well, he doesn't if he has a Charmander, but he's never supposed to have the Charizard, right? He's supposed to have, because the Growl... There we go. All right. I like this. I like this. He's always supposed to have the Squirtle. Well, technically he could have the Charmander, but still. This is nice because we're showing the... At the time, I was planning on entering the rock tunnel, and he saw the rockets. Raticate suddenly ran off and discovered one of the trucks that Team Rocket used to smuggle Pokemon. You want to help them? It seems there's no one around, but Team Rocket, they're a criminal gang that illegally traffics Pokemon and sells them on the black market. Remember that he's not exactly... He was like, he can defeat Team Rocket too in the game, so he's not going to be scared of them. Just getting involved in this matter is dangerous. The right move would be to ignore this and move on. I should return Raticate to his Pokemon and leave this place. Raticate? Hyper Fang! Yeah, he's not going to do it. Boom. Not even a question. And then he releases everyone, and that's where he gets the Growlithe, I'm assuming. Honestly, I would be lying if I said in that moment I wasn't thinking about what Red would do. Which is, of course. And then growls, hey, hey. Oh, it's this asshole. Made for the radio tower for the Heart Gold Soul Silver games, I believe, is what he was made for. What do you think you're doing, brat? You shouldn't interfere when adults are working, kid. If you can't stop a kid getting in the way of your job, I suggest you change careers. Nice. Do you need a hand looking for a new one? Wait, don't tell me. I suppose you think we're going to have a battle. Huh? And then coughing going over there. Shit! Coughing. Self-destruct. Boom! Blew up the damn truck, and then, oh, they all go down. Take this. This is adultish. This is some shit. And then, crap. War Turtle and Kadabra. They received the full impact of the blast. And then, and then, boom, boom. Eradicate. Dodge it. Crunch. Fuck your coughings. And then, Oh, wait. Is this where Eradicate is going to end up dead? Please don't tell me that he's going to self-destruct and this is how Eradicate dies. Let's see. Then pinches, destroys, throws the coughings back at them. Boom. Eradicate looks... Well done, Eradicate. Are you okay? Good. Let's get moving before more of them arrive. Okay. So apparently Eradicate's okay. But it would be right around now that Eradicate would die. It'd be after Rock Tunnel. And then the Growlithe is following them. Don't follow us. You can go back to your home now. Rough. Alright. Well, then will you become our torch? And then there's Growlithe. Don't drop your guard until we've left the tunnel. Eevee, let Growlithe go in front. Eradicate, you watch our backs. Even now. Huh? I turned and looked. They're out of Rock Tunnel. Regret having made that decision. Oh, shit. So that did do it. Oh, shit. So that was the cause. By trying to save Pokemon. That's why he's bitter. He tried to do what Red would do. He tried to do the good thing, and it cost him. And he regrets that decision to this day. The cause of death was biting, coughing just before it self-destructed when it's at its most poisonous point, and they couldn't get him to it. He didn't know. His body was ravaged from within due to being putting under intense stress and traveling inside the cave for a long time without any rest. So it wasn't just the coughing, it's the fact that he continued to press on through Rock Tunnel instead of backtracking, instead of trying to make sure Eradicate was okay. His body was ravaged from within due to being put under intense stress and then traveling inside the cave for a long time without any rest. I took him to his limit. It was my naivete and carelessness in judging the situation that led to his death. It was because I was weak. Shit. Okay, green? Red. Why have you come to a place like this? Did one of your Pokemon pass away? What do you mean? They're all in top form. Green. That grave. Oh, so he did notice. If they're alive, then I can leave to make your Pokemon faint. Let's go. And this is where he went cold. And then boom. Stop already, Green. Oh, shit. Eevee, she's in no condition to battle. Oh, shit. She doesn't want to fight anymore. And that's when... Oh, man. It's just another Cubone Saturday, isn't it? Damn, man. You want to trade away Eevee? Why? This one was the one who got along best with Raticate, and we've seen this scene. But I like how we're piecing it together. Ever since Raticate died, she has stopped battling. That's because to release her would be... I want to be the strongest trainer. I have no interest in a Pokemon that won't fight. Oh, we didn't see that part. Fuck you. Yeah. Wow. Okay, well this is hitting about as much. Well, it's getting close to the Cubone story, not gonna lie. Even if those are your true feelings, don't say such things in front of your Pokemon, and she knows it's a lie. She's crying, he's looking, he knows. And then he pulled out all the Pokemon. The Growlithe and the Eevee say goodbye. I said that my dream was to be the strongest. Raticate used up all his energy for that future me, and died. Surpassing my grandfather, defeating Red, those things. So these are Silph Co.'s offices. I hear Team Rocket has hijacked the building. Do not matter to me anymore. So he wants to destroy that's why he was there. He was there to destroy Team Rocket completely for killing Raticate. Whoa. Holy shit. Those things don't matter. What matters is his vengeance to this man. He doesn't care about Red or his grandfather anymore. Who are you, bastard? He's a friend of that Pikachu brat. Pikachu brat? So Red came too. Well, that doesn't matter. There's Pidgeot and Blastoise. I don't really care about the sketchy things they've been doing, but I'll crush Team Rocket as part of my training. And then, good, we're almost there to where the leader is. Don't lose focus, Charmeleon. And boom, there's Blastoise. Green? Why are you in this place? It's because I saw you enter. Do you think you become stronger? You must be joking. And there goes, oh, the Golbat up above. Just kidding. Crap, Mr. Petrol, over here. Huh? Oh, and oh shit, it's this asshole. Green, this is why Green didn't fight Giovanni. It's because this asshole was here. I love how they're working it all to make it make sense. Like, why didn't Green go fight Giovanni at this point? And why didn't this happen? It's all making sense. It seems that you were tailed despite your sneaking around. Damn. Hey, you're that brat from Rock Tunnel. Are you his accomplice? What? Who are you? Red. Why did you come here? Huh? Answer. In Lavender Town, I found a Cubone whose mother had been murdered. They killed Marowak and sold its skull just for money. Huh. You're planning on taking on Team Rocket's boss for a Pokemon you don't even own? As usual, you jump into any Pokemon situation to save them. And why are you here? I came as a part of my training. Leave, Red. All of them. Your opponent is the leader waiting above. These guys are mine. Shit. I don't understand the whole situation, but alright. Thanks, Green. Do you really think we're going to let you go easily, kid? I feel like Red and Green are going to have a talk at some point in the present storyline. I feel like they're going to have a talk. Red's going to slam him up against the wall or something. And he's like, answer me, damn it! You know, they're going to have a real heart-to-heart. What happened to you? It's going to have to be the moment where Green finally admits what happened. Because Red, he hasn't told Red, and Red knows, but wasn't told, I feel. So, do we really think it lets go so easily? And boom, Growlithe attacks, and boom, 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 they're all fighting. There's a Hitmonlee there, and you think you can stop them from leaving? You're trash. Incredible, that Growlithe speed. Ignore that. All members, once again, copying what Growlithe saw that day up against with Raticate. That's how Growlithe learned it. Incredible, like Growlithe speed. Ignore that. All members, prepare yourself. Blastoise, distract them with Water Pulse. Kadabra, attack each enemy that gets past Growlithe. After Raticate's death, we started training again from scratch. The motivation of our group was high. Even an attack that Growlithe usually cannot learn, extreme speed, was learnt. For those that had bonds with Raticate, his death drove them to strengthen themselves even more. However, this ends here. Pokemon and people, Pokemon and Pokemon. They can recognize each other's feelings and grow stronger helping each other. There are those that have that ability. Like Growlithe. Like Red. But when those bonds cause you to wear that type of expression, there's no worth in having an ability like that. Emotions create gaps and weaknesses. They cause you to lose sight of your goal. Trainers and their Pokemon. Don't get excited, kid. What matters is who is standing at the very end. Should not have any bonds. The time has come. The preparations are complete, Blastoise. Explosion. Boom. And then Pikachu is going to be my ace. Together we will become the strongest in the world. Red, the strongest that you aspire to be. Hydro Pump is completely different to the strongest that I seek. Boom. And then green came up. It looks like you managed to win somehow, but is this the victory you were looking for? Fucking Pokemon are all down. Oh, we remember this. This is why he wanted to let go. So I hope to God he actually killed him. Like, we don't see him, but I think he fucking killed him. I think he killed the guy who killed Raticate, in a way. Let's see. You let your emotions run wild and rushed into it, but thinking of the consequences. I am different to you. Now you are because your Raticate died. My ideal is without being influenced by the feelings of Pokemon, and even in battles that don't adhere to the rules, to always win. I want to be a force that never loses. Hey Green, there's someone I want you to see. And oh shit, of course it's Eevee. Well, Espeon, but Eevee. Her name is Espeon. She's a new evolution too, just like Umbreon. She evolved through happiness. This Eevee of yours. And he's going to reach out. And then remembers thinking about it. And couldn't. Couldn't bring himself to do it. Because he wouldn't be able to say goodbye again. Damn. Damn, this shit hits hard. That's not my Eevee anymore. Now you're her trainer. It's good that she's happy now. Well, don't be late for the opening ceremony. And there's Arcanine in the Pokeball looking. Oh, shit. Damn, man. And now we're jumping into the present. We have fucking Arcanine destroying that Murkrow. Boom. Murkrow has fainted. Don't howl in victory. You're excited because we are winning, but who knows what will happen to this vantage? Who will win in the end? Kill your heart. Don't stop and allow yourself to be consumed by regret. Jesus Christ. He needs to fucking mourn, man. This man needs to mourn. True strength of Karen. Canada Elite Four is laughable. Hey now, is that all? The contestant Green has defeated Karen's first Pokemon. But who will be the winner when the curtains close on this exciting match? I mean, to be fair, I think she's going to push Green to his limit. But he has literally won without revealing a single other Pokemon. Until I become the strongest, I will crush and bury every opponent I face. I will leave my name etched forever into the history of the Pokemon League. Raticate, who died because of me. I will do that, what I can to compensate. And to do that, there's only one way. To be continued. Oh, with the... Because he scratched the pendant with his teeth. So he left the pendant behind on his grave. Oh, shit, son. That was... Wow. That one Yeah. It would have been very easy for me to just let myself go and become a blubbering mess for that one. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I tried to keep that one in. I tried to keep that one in. Yeah, that's good. So, like, the whole team feels it. Like, Espeon feels it, which, of course, is not part of the team. But Arcanine is now feeling at fault. Arcanine, the reason Growlithe and Arcanine is the way they are right now is because they feel responsible. They feel like Arcanine, above all the Pokemon, feels just as regretful and responsible for Eradicate's death than any other member of the team. So, yeah, that's... Wow. Let's see. So in the... Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Let's jump into the chat. Let's see. Justin said, I'm guessing it got used in Gen 5, Gen 4, because I've seen from Gen 6 onward in the anime. Yeah, it could have been. Just said, I like who the almost anonymous response to pedophilia or animal cruelty is just a stretch and then violence. I am so proud of this community. How, not who. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that is the general consensus. Is stretch, time to commit crimes. Ban said, honestly, the idea of animal abuse in Pokemon world is crazy. These creatures can kill you with ease. I know, right? Like, it's just brutal. Van said, I love it too. I know. Just said, backstory. Just said, anyways, what's happening? I'll have to take a shit. Then started coughing violently. Got into a fight and almost choked to death on a water bottle, so I've been gone. Well, that's a backstory, all right. As you said, Ban said, yep, this backstory hits hard. It is hitting pretty hard. Just said, Blue is like 10. He isn't going to kill the guy. Blue, first off, his name is Green, and second off, he's about 12, and he absolutely is going to kill the guy. He probably did kill the guy. Just said, also, this is why I will always just imagine that these characters are like 16 enough, because they have really sad and cool backstory. I can't take it seriously if Blue is like a fucking 10-year-old. Name is still Green, but yeah. Ben said that last page is so good because you can argue that it's both Green and Arcanine talking. Exactly. Like, it's my fault, so I need to be the best. Yeah. Just said, like, stop. Oh, no. My Pokemon died. Bro, you don't know how to do basic algebra. What you're doing with these sad anime backstories. I mean, I knew how to do algebra by the age of, like, 6, so... I don't know. Not trying to flex or anything. I just was a really smart kid. I don't know what happened later. I never smoked pot, so I didn't get permafried or anything. I started drinking. That was probably it. I'm still kind of smart. It's just I was a really fucking smart kid without trying. And then after about, I don't know, probably junior high, it started to go downhill. Alright, so then we have Chapter 8. Alrighty, so we will jump into that in a momentito. I'm just going to take a quick leak, grab a couple extra beer, and we'll be right back. Bam. Alrighty. Let's see. So, Van said you gotta respect the author's ability to pay attention to detail and fill in the gaps while making it still work. It is awesome. Van said also it's not an artist-author duo. It's one person doing the whole thing in his free time. I thought it was an artist, like, because it said art by this person and like author was this, I thought is what it said at one point, but okay. I'll take your word for it. It's just one person, goddamn. That's pretty crazy. So let's do chapter 8. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to catch up to the whole thing if there's any more point chapters either. So we're probably going to stop on like chapter 10 or 11. Depending on how far, if there's how many point chapters. You know? And then we'll just do one more stream. Because 3 streams to catch up because these are really long. So, yeah. That's what I'm considering. I don't want to rush through something, but I also don't want to be like 4.5 hours in and be like, 2 more chapters to go. You know, like I don't want to feel exhausted from it. I've been enjoying the story too much to rush a good thing. You know what I mean? So we're probably not going to finish at this rate. But I hope to get to the double digits at the very least. Finish chapter 10 at the very least. So... but we'll wait and see how far we get here after we read another chapter. So let's see. Chapter 8. The Dark Type. Let's go. Oh, isn't that what's her name? Yeah, the journalist. Yeah. Isn't she like in Unova or something? Anyways. Just this year, it was officially recognized as a new Pokemon type. Dark type Pokemon are said to be difficult to handle since they are ferocious, violent, and cruel. Today we'll meet an individual entering the league with a team made up of only Dark-type Pokemon. She is also a candidate for the next Elite Four, the Beast Tamer, Kara! Eek, jeez. It's alright, Murkrow. My apologies, that child loves mischief. Huh? And then there's Umbreon and Houndoom and Murkrow. Oh, there we go. Yep. And all, Kir. Pre, and eating calmly. Okay, you're done, Umbreon. Houndoom, you're next. Oh, constantly, of course. She's, because it was introduced, massaging and brushing and everything was introduced in Gen 2. And one of the things to do to get your Pokemon to love you, of course, is give them the stuff. So this is actually nice. Karen Beast Tamer, Way of the Dark. I love it. So what motivated you to create a Dark-type party? After all, they are said to be hard to raise. Yet you seem to have the resolve, but... And Houndoom glares. Well... A few years ago, when this Houndoom was a Houndour, it began when my father captured a rare Pokemon. Captured in a cage. My father was involved with a redevelopment project that was halted by a group of outcast Pokemon that called the area their home. They were led by a particular Houndour. The Pokemon disrupting father's business, the Pokemon that was called Dark. They wanted to make it yield. Jesus Christ. However, the Houndour refused to be tamed by anyone. It's going to be such a hassle disposing of this Pokemon. I once heard my father say, among all Pokemon, Dark types have the strongest fighting instinct. Dispose? Just as we walk on the ground and birds fly in the sky. This is a creature that was born to fight. Oh, and it attacked Karen right away. Jesus. Your home is gone now. But we can escape from here and go find a new place to live. I won't falter or become scared even if I lose my home too. So she was from a rich family and she wanted to escape. Staring into those noble eyes, I forgot even the pain of my wounds. And then rushing, oof, and then opened up, there's Houndour. I don't know where we are. I'm sorry. And then down, and Houndour walked away. Well, let me guess, came back. And turned away, let's see, and then, opens up, Agatha! Into Agatha's home. That's how Agatha found her. Oh, you're finally awake. Good. She's rough but reliable, Eh? Is that, she's rough, oh, so it's a female. She's rough but reliable, Is that not your Pokemon? She grabbed my attention and led me to the place you had collapsed. Oh, and of course, Agatha not that Agatha can tame the Houndour, but the Houndour is not going to attack Agatha because Agatha's. See, this makes a lot of sense. That Houndour would seek out Agatha, and Agatha would be like, all right, and know exactly how to handle the Houndour because she's rough but reliable, and then calmly eating in her home and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, because it's Agatha. You probably would have died if she hadn't taken me there. We went through Johto and Kanto, mountains and forests, yet Houndour never left my side and beat an Ursaring. We engaged in daily battles. Her nature and the experience of losing her home drove her to become stronger. With a victorious roar, she evolved, and it was then I realized. Ferocious, vicious, cruel. People define them by what they consider to be dark. How nearsighted. For me, it was being saved by a dark-type Pokemon that showed me the truth. Good Pokemon, bad Pokemon, weak Pokemon, strong Pokemon. That is only the selfish perception of people. It's the lines. Let's go. Weak Pokemon, strong Pokemon. The selfish perception of people. Let's go. She got them. If you truly are a skilled trainer, you should try to win with the Pokemon you love best. Word for word, God love it. I will do whatever it takes to make my Pokemon shine. What a worthless opinion. And I like that, like, because they're doing the 3-on-3, they don't need to show off the Vileplume or the, oh shit, what's her other dark type? Doesn't she have a Gengar or something? I think it's a Gengar. Yeah. So they're not going to have her with a Gengar. She's going to use just the dark type Pokemon. 3 of them. Yeah, that's cool. Or does he have him? Yeah. What a worthless opinion. Trying to win with your favorite Pokemon is a complete waste of time. But you guys are different. Oh, there we're finally seeing the final team. There's Rhydon and Executor. Let's see. So he was watching and said, trying to win with your favorite Pokemon is a complete waste of time. Let's see. But you guys are different. I thought you killed your heart. Although there was some change, you are the strongest team that I had planned since before I set off from Pallet Town. Let's see. Although there was some change, yeah, because Eradicate and stuff. You are the strongest team that I had planned since before I set off from Pallet Town. There was some change, all right. In order to win this league, regardless of whether it is one of the next Elite Four, our opponents are our prey. Crush them. I sort of want Karen to win, but I know she's not going to, but maybe he'll learn something. Murkrow has fainted, don't howl in victory, of course, blah, blah, blah. The contestant green has defeated Karen's first Pokemon, but who will be the winner when the curtain closes on this exciting match? Alrighty. Let's see. And now we're into, so Morty, you've seen, there's Faulkner watching, people watching at home. We should cheer on Karen in this battle. The hope of Johto, our star. Okay. Really? Let's see what Gold has to say, because he's a dick. Man, I don't understand how they can get so excited over this. Isn't she just trying to look cool using mistreated Pokemon anyway? What a dick. Don't you cheer like that during that hero show? That's completely different. It's amazing, isn't it? Oh, and there's, of course, going to let Eevee watch. Being able to immediately catch a Murkrow, a flying type. It's extreme speed. As I thought, his speed is ridiculous. And looking up, Arcanine is looking at Espeon and at Pikachu, of course. But there's probably, Pikachu's looking differently. Our Espeon and Arcanine are probably sharing a look. And the Murkrow is down. Odd. It fainted with a grin on its face. As expected, Green, who placed first in the qualifier, is pushing his opponent to the limit. He's the grandchild of Professor Oak. Was Green taught the secrets of battle by a previous league winner? So it's Oak. Oak's going to commentate on this. This tea brewed in the spring water of Indigo Plateau is truly special. It's the taste of nature itself. Tapu Koko protects lands far away. He's so cool, and that's clear as day. See translation note at the chapter's end. So it's a reference to Tapu Koko. Okay, so he didn't say... Okay. I see what Oak's going to do, and I like him for it. Oak isn't going to be giving any information into, or any insight. But Oak's there to watch. Oak knows there's something off. Okay, so it is actually the grandson of Oak versus Agatha's pupil. So this is going to be, how's Agatha going to feel? What was that, Professor? What? I'm not really feeling that. Is Oak okay? So, getting back to Green, let's see. I didn't teach him how to battle. I merely sent him out to complete the Pokedex and gave him a single Pokemon to aid him in his journey, as per usual. Of course, but that previous attack really got your blood pumping, right? Such power must be from the genes of Kanto's strongest. By the way, do you have more tea? Hey. And Agatha taking a smoke. What are you laughing about? Are you not nervous at all, old man? Do you have to keep training while you're watching Bruno? While we're watching Bruno? Doing this helps me concentrate. As I thought, he's not similar to his grandson at all. Humph, indeed. Because I think, didn't Agatha... The idea or the fan theory is that Agatha lost to Oak in the first Pokemon competition. What's that over there? I got a spider in the house? Yeah. Seems we got... It's so easy to see on these light gray walls. Yeah, there's a little spider over there. I'll let him be. He'll do his thing. Just caught it out of the corner of my eye. He's trying to climb up the wall. And he's failing miserably. Keeps falling. What a dink. His sharp face. It is certainly different to his grandfather's. However, they resemble each other in the most annoying area. Those eyes full of confidence. Yeah, they knew each other. Of course, of course. That this place... Let's see. I don't like it. Karen will show through his defeat? That doesn't really make sense, but... That this place is too early for a 12-year-old boy. Fair enough. I'm grateful for your hard work, Murkrow. Well done. Karen was victorious in both this year's Goldenrod and Olivine Ultra Ball Cups from Pokemon Stadium 2, of course. Moreover, in the last Pokemon League, she placed in the top 4. Oh, she placed in the top 4 last year. Well, damn. So she was... Wait, did she beat Lorelei? Is that what you say? I haven't shown my hand yet? Because if she was in the top 4 of last year, that would mean she would have had to beat one of the Elite Four, right? So wait a minute. It could be said that she is one of the most popular picks to take first place this year. Hey now, is that all? The true strength of Karen, candidate of the Elite Four, is laughable. Such provocative remarks, but it's not all talk. He certainly has talent. And he is Samuel Oak's grandson, the grandson of my teacher's rival. And here comes Karen's next Pokemon. I see. Oh, and the original... Yeah, showcasing the original styles. Let's go. This will be interesting after all. Green and Palatine, I hope you don't mind serving as my spotlight. Stand by, Arcanine. Okay. This is a really hard to... Oh, shit. One sec. Yep. Okay. Didn't want to talk to me, I guess. Interesting. Okay, so let's see. It's hard to read this double panel. Oh, for God's sakes. Yes. No, I didn't. I answered the phone and you hung up. Yeah, you're full of crap. Yeah, that's why I called you. We were inviting you over.
Yeah, by the time I got your message, wherever I was in the midst of doing other things. So.
That's all right. I just assumed that you were getting probably getting lucky by Krista or something. Well, you were doing yard work. Maybe the squirrel looked cute. I mean, I don't know.
And like I said, your father, the only reason I did that, mowed the lawn, because he said he was mowing lawn. He said your lawn should do for another mowing. So I did it, and then looked over and said, you never mowed his fucking lawn.
No, he didn't. He was sitting down watching The Fugitive and then Uncle Buck.
Oh, is that what he was doing?
That's what he was doing.
Richard said you were watching The Fugitive, that's why you couldn't mow the lawn. Yeah, he's giving me a thumbs up, yes.
Yep, that's pretty much it.
Well, can we have it 8 o'clock tomorrow morning and mowing it?
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to make cat noises by the window if you let me in.
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty, well, you have a good night.
All right, you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye. There we go. Some people still have phone calls. They don't text. I don't know what to tell you. All right. So let's see. So yeah. So stand by Arcanine. Wait. Huh? What? And looks on. Karen's second Pokemon is the Dark type Umbreon. Umbreon, the Moonlight Pokemon. When agitated, this Pokemon protects itself by spraying poisonous sweat from its pores. I don't remember that entry. Hold on a minute. I don't remember that Umbreon being poisonous. Wait a minute. When did that entry come in? Or did I just never read it? Pokedex entries. From... Oh, that's why. It's from Gold. I never played Gold. I played Silver. So it's from the Gold version. When agitated, this Pokemon brain. I always got, when darkness falls, the rings of the body begin to glow, striking fear in the hearts of anyone nearby. That's right. And I don't see the poison thing being brought up. It is brought up in Leaf Green, though. So maybe I just must have missed it or something. I don't know. Anyways, alright. I assumed it was a direct from a Pokedex entry. That Umbreon is the same as you. An evolution of Eevee. Umbreon, use Curse. Oh, that would do it. Shit. Hardening your muscles at the expense of your speed. A technique that increases both attack and defense. Umbreon is a Pokemon that already has solid defense. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Curse is a cursed Umbreon is fucking dangerous. After all, it's Ban's absolute favorite Pokemon. When we have our Pokemon showdowns, he loves facing off against Jerry, doesn't he? He loves facing off against my fucking Umbreon. My Umbreon is a goat. Alright, let's see. So, is her plan to exhaust my Pokemon while enduring all of their attacks? Fine, let's see you try. Arcanine, use Flamethrower. Trap her with fire. Green makes great use of Arcanine's mobility by continually attacking whilst keeping on the move. By striking from a distance, Green's prevented everyone from making use of its increased attack. Fair point. And then, no, the reason Arcanine is trapping Umbreon is so he can end this up close. It seems that Umbreon is struggling to breathe due to the flames. And then goes forth. And then, wait for it. Close combat. Shit. Oh, wait. Of course, fighting type against the dark type. Bam. Payback. Shit. Well, payback would... Holy shit, would that ever hurt. Arcanine was blown away. What power? How can such a small Pokemon contain so much strength? Grins. Wow, it's laughing at Green. Holy shit, yeah. Good. I like that we have Gold in the crowd, but he's still such a little shit stain. Don't panic. Extreme speed. Foom. And dodges, slams, catches him by the throat. Umbreon has been caught. This is the same bite that broke Murkrow's wings. And then, oh, shit. Umbreon, that is something. Jesus Christ. With the curse. This is strange. Get away, Arcanine. Oh my, what incredible strength. Jumps away. After him, Umbreon. And going forth, Flamethrower. Fights through the flames. Her tactics have changed completely from the preliminaries. But it's not just that. Umbreon's durability isn't the only reason it can withstand all of my attacks. Arcanine's power has also been greatly lowered. Memento. Murkrow. He used the move right before it was about to faint. Ah, that's what happened. Ah, so you finally caught on. What? What are they talking about? I don't understand either. Oak's actually going to mention something. Memento is a move that drains all of the user's energy, but in return significantly lowers the opponent's attack. Murkrow used the move the instant Arcanine sunk its fangs into its wings. Oh shit, so so it used Memento to completely destroy the attack. That's why it can't. Arcanine has its stats lowered considerably. On the other hand, Umbreon is enjoying increased attack and defense. This is their strategies at battle. The effect is different to a burn. This effect is different to a burn. It should disappear if I let Arcanine rest in short for... Wait. This effect is different to a burn. It should disappear if I let Arcanine rest in short while on the ball. Arcanine, return. Oh, he's actually going to use a... And... Oh shit, hit him with Pursuit. And just before he entered the Pokeball. Damn. This is the first time I've seen Green almost... He was unable to do anything without withdrawing Arcanine. Memento, Payback, Pursuit. Beast Tamer Karen is showing the full potential of Dark-type moves. I guess Umbreon laughs at the idea of fighting fairly. She's strong. Although it said that a Pokemon resembles its trainer, apparently you're a bad girl too. Shit. I'm honored to receive your compliments. This is just the way of the dark. Damn, she's looking fire. Maybe it's still too early for you to handle it, boy. Damn. Translation on the original version of the chapter, Professor Oak recites a senria, which is a form of short Japanese poem. Oak's tendency to devise his poems as a memorable feature of the character in the Japanese anime, and often gets similar reactions to how Red and Co reacted here. Oh, that's a cool little nod then. I wish there was a breakdown just for things like that, or things that I would miss, like, because I watched the dub, so I don't know all of the ins and outs of the subbed episodes, right? Like, will they do a Porygon thing and like, Porygon, nah, or something like that? Like, will they make a reference to the fact that you can't watch the band Porygon episode anymore, right? Just little things like that. Where'd the fucking spider go? He was crawling all over the place. Now he's... Guess he got tired of us. Or is he right under me? What the fuck? Seriously, where'd that spider go? He was right here. Oh, he might be over there. I don't really like spiders. At least, I mean, I don't mind like small ones like that, but I also want to know where they are. I don't want them fucking around me. So yeah. I do wish, though. I really do wish that they had something like that. But yeah. Let's see. So let's check in with the chat here. Ben said, Chapter 10 is actually a perfect stop. Perfect. Ben said, fuck Umbreon. That was horrible. Listen, my Umbreon, you're just mad at Jerry. Jerry is just the bane of your existence. I understand why. Jerry's too awesome for you to handle. But Jerry is my goat. We love Jerry, okay? Definitely my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon was always Umbreon, and probably one of my, like, I don't think I can say with absolute certainty Umbreon is my favorite Pokemon of all time, but would be a candidate. Like, if someone were to guess and say, Griever's favorite Pokemon is Umbreon, I'd be like, I mean... yeah, that's probably a good guess, you know? I find it very hard to pick a favorite Pokemon, I really do. Sort of like picking a favorite song. Like, you can pick a favorite band, but picking a favorite song is kind of hard, you know? Alright, so anyways, let's start chapter 9, which is Karen. Let's go. Festival of Champions 9. Let's go. Oh, and there's Karen in her original stance. The whole, like a lass, like a beauty. Alright, and then the Umbreon's giggling. That looks demonic. Umbreon is smirking as if trying to goad Green. It seems Arcanine barely escaped a battle with impossible odds. But Arcanine isn't technically down, but very weakened. Beast Tamer Karen has begun to show her fangs. What will Green do against this might? Something about this woman is unsettling. As expected of the Dark type, its evil side is starting to show. Despite being feared since long ago, it was only recently recognized as an official type by the Pokemon Association. That actually makes a lot more sense. Not all of a sudden all these Dark types are in Johto. It makes a lot more sense that they're actually recognize it as an official type. You said in your interview that you want to display the radiance of Dark-type Pokemon. Are these underhanded strategies meant to be it? Oh, good point. Ferocious, violent, and cruel. The word dark is a one-sided phrase that was made with human values. Fair point. Every living being in this world, I mean, you could argue like Golbats and Mucks and stuff. Every living being in this world has their own perceptions. Yet, despite these children merely living in their own worlds with their own principles, let's see, they dig in trash cans for food and make the town noisy. Like a raccoon. Okay, yeah, it's crows. Even if you catch them, they're weak in battle. The Murkrows. They're just useless vermin. Okay, and then we got the Houndoom. These children merely living in their own worlds with their own principles. Your gang really was just as brutal as they say. Your hometown belongs to us. I'll show you who your master is. Damn. They were hated and rejected. Your smiling face always cheers me up, Evolves. Are you really my Eevee? That pitch black body, those blood red eyes. They're ill omens. They're just like the devil. Also, this Eevee, Karen only took rejected Pokemon. All her Pokemon are Pokemon that she saved. Not... How would you think an Umbreon is... Like, I know they're not showing it, but Umbreon actually has fur. Same with Jolteon and Flareon. They all have an Espeon. They look sleek. It's just really fine. But they do have a fur. That'd be a gorgeous black coat. That'd be a beautiful black coat. And the blood red eyes. Isn't it ironic? It evolved in the moonlight because its happiness was so high and then became rejected. They were hated and rejected. Yeah. Fair point. And now Pikachu's... Yeah, look at Pikachu. He's remembering that shit. And so is Red. So what you mean is that our prejudices are harming Pokemon? Despite your age, you have quite an immature way of thinking, don't you? It's a shame, but becoming insensitive is part of becoming an adult. Words don't reach those who don't open their eyes to the world, so it is necessary to make my Pokemon shine instead. I shall continue. This is a nice shot. Oh my god, the idea of devouring but showing it from the... That is... Band, I hope you're fucking learning how to panel from this shit, because, like, look at that. It's not... It's just the fact that the Umbreon, it's just the foreground. It's just the foreground, but it's done correctly. I hope you're learning some great paneling from this, because I'm learning great paneling from this. I shall continue to fight for as long as these Pokemon are called dark and evil. Yeah, see, that's the thing. They're associated with what's scary. You know, like, look at me. There's a tiny little spider somewhere here running around. Oh, there it is. Or some type of bug. I think that's it. Yeah, it looks like a spider. Because spiders are scary. Some people are scared of... I'm not really scared of snakes, but some people are scared of these creatures. People are scared of alligators. People are scared of crocodiles. People are scared of spiders and snakes and all these things. But it's like, they're not trying to bother you, you know? Like, people chase off raccoons all the time. Well, seal up your garbage better. And by the way, they're just hungry. You know? If you seal up your garbage and compost better, they ain't going to do anything. Okay? There's raccoons around here all the time. I catch them all the time at night in the backyard. They're not hurting anything. They're looking for food. Leave them alone. They're not going to scratch your barbecue or dent your car. Leave them alone. You know? Let them just do their thing. And if they are getting into somewhere they shouldn't, like your garage or something, seal it the fuck up properly. You know? But yeah, this is amazing. I want to capture the brightness seen only from the peak. I love this shot. This shot is probably one of my favorite shots I've read, though. The Umbreon with the flame, with Moltres' flame, talking about shining, seeing the darkness of the silhouette. Okay, that spider's really got to find out where his home is, because he's just going all over the place. The term dark type should have the meaning of a strong warrior who has pride in themselves. Nice. She's trying to change the meaning of the word. That is to say, well, just go to the LGBT. They change words all the fucking time. Shots fired. I mean, seriously, just join the. But I am serious. Just join the LGBT. They take the Oxford English Dictionary out and go, we want eeny, meeny, miny, mo, this word, and it's going to mean something completely different that has no definition. So, seriously, Karen, just join the LGBT. You'll be fine. You can change the meaning of a word in seconds. That dumb spider, like, I'm trying to figure out what he's... I'm sorry I'm so invested with this, guys, but, yeah, I'm interested. He goes under the baseboard, then he comes back out, he crawls halfway up, gives up, goes back. Like, what are you doing, bud? There's no food there, so what are you doing? That is to say, on behalf of her Pokemon, she's going up against the world. Yeah, good for Karen. I always like Karen. I understand what it is about her that was putting me off. In a way, she's similar to him. Yeah, she is like Red in a lot of ways. She's like you, and you regret doing it because Raticate died doing it, but Raticate would be fucking biting your nuts off if he saw how you were behaving. For his sake as well, stop trying to care for it, you know, and all this stuff. I don't like her. Yeah, see, he doesn't like Red anymore. Because he followed what Red would do, and it cost him Raticate. Ha, this is why women like you are nothing but trouble. They just never stop talking. But you're the one who asked, Green. Good point. Trapped on the enemy? Alakazam. Wait a minute, but against dark types? Wait a minute. Oh, what's this? I'm assuming the Focus Blast thing all over again. At this pivotal moment, the next Pokemon competitor Green has selected is the Psychic type Alakazam. But isn't such a type at an overwhelming disadvantage against these dark types? And looking on, he's a cheeky brat. Agatha's impressed. The rest of the Elite Four are wondering. They're curious. Dumb spider. Like, I feel like I want to help him. Like, I wish I knew where the spider was trying to get to. I'd just carry him there. He keeps falling. So let's see. Psychic type moves are nullified by a chemical secreted in the skin of dark type Pokemon. Oh, they're actually going to explain how dark types aren't affected by in Gen 1, Psychic affected everything. But now, why are dark types weak to them, you know? On the other hand, the waves emitted by Dark-type Pokemon are super effective against Psychic-type Pokemon as it decomposes their skin. As such, Dark types can normally knock out a Psychic types in a single blow. This is from Oak himself. Especially so here as Umbreon's attack power has increased thanks to Curse. This highlights the importance of taking into consideration all possibilities when assembling your 3-Mon team. And watching. Oh, you're not approaching. Isn't Alakazam's selling points its speed and power? It's true. Well, if you're not coming here, then I'll go to you. Pursuit. Adam jumps. Alakazam, Psycho Cut. Slam, it didn't do anything, of course. Rushes forward. Slam, no damage. After all, Psychic-type moves don't affect Umbreon. And then, chink, boom. The move, Psychic. This is how are Psychic type moves working? Alakazam has the highest IQ of all Pokemon. It's true that Dark types can neutralize Psychic moves through the chemicals in their skin, but Alakazam can simply analyze this chemical and produce Psychic waves that won't be neutralized. I see. It's Pokemon that allows Dark types moves to be identified. Miracle Eye. Oh, I love this. This is nice. Throw it. Slam. Slams him into the rock. Yikes, this is relentless. Keeps slamming the Umbreon around. Without using either its arms or legs, the Alakazam is taking complete control of the battle. This is the terror of Psychic types. The smile has been completely wiped from Umbreon's face. Let's bring this to its close. Smash it into the ground. And then breaks through it. Feint attack. Oh, come on. Call it feint attack with the A. With the A like it used to be. I'm going to do this feint bullshit. Nah, it's feint attack. And did that take him out? Oh no, but he broke one of his spoons. Alakazam narrowly avoided a critical blow. Whoa, that was close. Whoa. It broke out with brute force. Alakazam jumps back. Umbreon seems pretty dangerous. Scary. When Umbreon comes for us while we are airborne, I'll use that opportunity. Alakazam, time for plan B. And then boom. It seems that Green believes he is at a disadvantage in close combat. As such, Alakazam has used his telepathy on himself to escape into the air. Now, Umbreon, use Shadow Ball. Light Screen. Reflecting in nice. The Shadow Balls have been nullified by Alakazam's attack. Still, Light Screen took a lot of damage. And then, look at that claw, Sucker Punch. Bam. And takes that. Jesus, a Sucker Punch? A display of insane jumping power, Umbreon was hidden behind the barrage of Shadow Balls. Broke through Alakazam's skills and beat it down. Time for plan A. Reflect. And then closes it in with a Reflect. A cage made from Reflect? Alakazam can no longer continue. It deliberately... Return, Alakazam. You're up next. Right, I'm going to end off with Arcanine, I'm sure. And now we get to see the Rhydon. Which, of course, as we know, Rhydon way cooler than Rhyperior. I don't use Rhyperior. I use Rhydon. Competitor Green has summoned Rhydon as his next Pokemon. Break out, Umbreon. Trying to. Rhydon, like we planned, use Stealth Rock. And as the Umbreon breaks out, Stealth Rock comes. Umbreon has shattered the Reflect. But now it cannot avoid falling into the Stealth Rocks positioned in the air. Rhydon, Horn Drill. Umbreon Curse, not going to matter if Horn Drill hits. It's a one-hit KO. This is Umbreon is smashing through the rocks thanks to the curse hardening its body. Rhydon is waiting just below to catch it. Horn Drill has tremendous power, but a low hit rate, and is easy to read. But if you're falling through the air, you can't dodge. Due to Stealth Rock, you're forced to defend and can't counterattack. How much you've hardened your body with Curse is irrelevant, since the move is a guaranteed one-hit knockout. Let's do it. Do you believe you've won? Oh shit. We were waiting for this moment, and Umbreon. Rhydon is focusing intently without blinking. In such a situation, you have no choice but to keep your eyes wide open, and then... Sweat? What is it? Or blood? Splat. His eye. Or is that they're talking about the toxin? That's the toxin that was mentioned in the notebook. It's traded the Pokemon rather than the move. To use it in such a way. Muscle strength from Curse and gravitational acceleration. Maximum power. Sucker Punch. And, boom! What the... And I was waiting for this moment. An attack from nowhere? What the hell? And then Horn Drill. But what was that attack? What the hell happened? And boom, there goes the Umbreon. Amazing. A decisive blow just landed. It's a one-hit wonder. Umbreon is down and... No, wait. Umbreon stood back up. No, wait, that was a horn drill. They're not going to really recount that, are they? Ha, ha, ha. Umbreon, you did well. And down, yeah. Umbreon is unable to continue, but that was... What the hell? Now that was an Umbreon. Like, god damn. That was a fucking Umbreon. An evil-ass Umbreon, which is ironic that she's, like, fighting against the perception of the evil of dark types. But they are fucking been scary. Even Gold's in the stands. Scary. Like, that Umbreon is fucking terrifying. You know? Like, dangerously accurate, but also terrifying. Let's see. After forcing Arcanine to retreat, defeating Alakazam, and pushing right onto the brink, Umbreon is finally down. I like that, even though Houndoom is supposed to be her ace, I like that Umbreon put in the work too. Good. The bleeding has stopped. You did a wonderful job. Thank you. That was careless of Karen. The distortion of space that appeared just before it was due to that move being cancelled. Wait, what? It had already been activated, a technique that spirited the Shadow Balls in a few minutes into the future. Future Sight. He used Future Sight. Nice. Plan A, Plan B. He was calling it out so he didn't have to call the move, but Alakazam knew what to do. Let's go. Let's get the explanation. Umbreon was trapped in the Reflect Cage directly above the coordinates of where Future Sight would re-emerge. Stealth Rock was put out both as an obstacle and can control the fall speed of Umbreon. The activation of Future Sight halted Umbreon and allowed Horndrill to connect. I like it. Alakazam could not defeat Umbreon single-handedly, so it sacrificed itself to set up Reflect. Moreover, just like Murkrow did before. So these are two top-tier trainers thinking the same way. Moreover, she should have had a formidable advantage against Psychic types, but now he has her on the back foot. If your aim was to inflict psychological pressure, that would be significant. I suppose that is so. It's almost as if he's trying to show off. Rhyhorn, the previous evolution of Rhydon. Its intelligence is said to be so low that it can only remember one thing at a time. What? The Rhyhorn we found in the Safari Zone displayed developed intelligence through learning to walk on two legs in order to reach high-growing fruit. Alakazam aided me in selecting the most powerful and intelligent Rhyhorn out of all the ones we caught. Oh, so he made a significant... Oh, this is where it's going to be, you're sad. Is she going to say, you're sad? Because you caught all the Rhyhorns, you tried to find the best one. You weren't just going, yeah. What are you trying to say? There is no touching story or sentimental reason for why I'm using these Pokemon. They were chosen purely due to their fighting prowess and strength. All because Raticate died. Are you telling me you wouldn't use Raticate right now? You're telling me you wouldn't bring Raticate to the Elite Four? Red Bottom Butterfree. I don't give a fuck. But because... And look, he's giving him the... He's giving her the finger. Like, it's supposed to look like this, but it clearly looks like this. But anyways. Well, you're sort of half wrong. You have Arcanine and Blastoise with you. You don't have Eevee anymore, but you couldn't even fucking pet her because you knew you'd break down. And your Alakazam's been with you the whole time, so shut the fuck up, Green. Half your fucking team is sentimental. That's completely different from your Pokemon that get decimated despite you telling them you did your best. Do you still not get it? You wanted to change the meaning of the word dark and reveal to the world the brilliance of these despised Pokemon. But that's impossible. They're weak. You're just drunk on your own meaningless sob story. Red's not happy with him. I want to be the strongest trainer. I have no interest in a Pokemon that won't fight. It's the victory you were looking for. You let your emotions run wild and rushed into it without thinking of the consequences. They're thinking about how he's been behaving. And here comes Houndoom. Karen has sent out her final Pokemon. It is her ace Houndoom. Looks at the blood on the floor. Looks at Murkrow's wing. And fucking that thing is roaring. Oh shit. Houndoom, her ace. A beloved Pokemon by most. Let's fucking go. It'd actually be nice if Green lost here. As to whether my story is meaningless or not. Now what? Now what do you want?
Hey, we have a quick question. How did Farrah Fawcett die?
How did Farrah Fawcett die?
Yes.
I have no fucking clue.
We're over at the house. Text your father and ask him and call me back.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. When you... Alright, bye.
Alright, text your father, call me right back. Bye-bye.
Alright, bye. Hold on a sec, guys. Apparently I have drunk neighbors and drunk parents. Give me one moment. How did Farrah Fawcett... How do you spell Fawcett? How do you spell Farrah Fawcett? Is it Fawcett with an I, or is it Fawcett with a... Farrah Fawcett... Oh, that's totally wrong. Alright, Farrah Fawcett. How did Farrah Fawcett die? There we go. Well, I'll see. Apparently, how did Farrah Fawcett die? Now I'm curious. Now they got me wondering. Fuck, she was gorgeous though, wasn't she? She died in 2009. How did she die? Was diagnosed with anal cancer in 2006 and died 3 years later at the age of 62. Well, that's too bad. That's really too bad. In 2009. Damn. She was a beauty. But yeah, okay. Apparently I gotta call him right back. How did Farrah Fawcett die? I don't know. I'll call back in a minute. Let's see. Because we're at the end of the chapter here anyways. Let's see. So, as to whether my story is meaningless or not, you'll soon understand. And look at that fucking Houndoom is out for blood. And that's the end of the chapter. God damn, that's a chapter. Okay, so now we have chapter 10 here. That is... And the pointing and the stuff. Yeah, alright, let's go. You're still using the... For people who don't understand. Yep. Alright. Cool. Chapter 10. Let's see. So, Ban said Chapter 10 is actually a perfect stop. Ban said, fuck Umbreon. That was horrible. Ban said, Chapter 10 is the perfect place to stop if you're feeling tired. Should clarify. I mean, as I said, I'm not going to get all the way, and I still need to get the Animal Crossing stream done here shortly. Or at some point. So I would like, and I don't want to rush it. Like, I don't want to spend, I just don't want to rush any of it. You know what I mean? I feel like if I was like, ooh, I'm on chapter 12, we can get there. And then there's like 5-point chapters, you know, like I just don't, I think that, yeah, we're on chapter 10. I think we end at chapter 10. Once we finish chapter 10, we end. I think that's what we do and then we make sure, because that'll be, you know, with counting the point chapters, it was like 6 chapters last stream and plus point chapters, and it'll be 6 odd chapters this stream plus point chapters. So I think we'll be pretty good to set up for the 3rd stream and catch all the way up. That's just what I'm thinking. Ban said, if you're feeling fired, should clarify. Ban said it put up a good fight. It really did. Ban said this manga really shows how brutal Pokemon matches are. They truly are. Alright, so my dad texts back anal cancer. Hold on a second, guys. Now I gotta call back the neighbor. I don't know what this is about, but this is kind of funny. And no, I always answer on stream. I don't give a fuck.
Hello?
Yeah, he texted me back.
Who did your dad?
Yeah.
Why are you texting him?
You said to text him.
No, I said call your dad.
Well, I texted him anyway. You said text.
Did he answer you?
Yeah, he said anal cancer, which is so sad.
Is it right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's right. I mean, she was a drop-dead gorgeous woman, and she died of anal cancer in 2009 at 2:32 in the morning.
Who else died the same day?
No idea.
Oh, I figured you'd know that for sure.
Who died in 2009?
The same day as Farrah Fawcett died.
She was better looking. Oh, fuck.
Then the person that died, it was a man. Dave said he tried to be white.
Oh, Michael Jackson?
Yes, they died the same day.
Oh, that's pretty sad. And he didn't try to be white. He had a disease.
No, he didn't have this.
He absolutely did. It wasn't known in the 90s, and it's known now.
He was a billionaire fucked up. Everyone I tell that I got penis trichinitis does believe it's a disease he is.
Uh-huh. It
We're
was...
on our way over. We're on our way over. We'll be there in a couple minutes.
Yeah, sure you are.
Yeah. Put the barbecue on. All the steak's gone here. I need more steak.
Alrighty, I'll get right on that. Drunk people. They're kind of fun. I'm kind of fun. You know. So, anyway, so we're going to have to start with Chapter 10 here in a moment, guys. Just going to take a little sabbatical here for a second. Got to get that out of the way. I don't know what they're fucking discussing something stupid. I don't know. Drunk people are weird. Alright, so give me 1 sec. We'll be right back, and then we'll read Chapter 10. Let's see what else we got into here. All right. Oh, and by the way, guys, I didn't even notice. Thank you very much for the 6 likes. You know, I hope you guys are reading along or have read this series because it is fucking fantastic. This is what dreams are made of. You know what I'm saying? This shit is what what's her name? Hillary Duff was singing about all along. This is what dreams are made of. You know, that kind of shit. So, anyway, alright, let's go. So, chapter 10, we have I Will Devour You. Jesus Christ, this Houndoom is, like, I love the fact that the whole idea is these things are misunderstood. They're evil as fuck, but they're misunderstood evil. Like, they are literally not helping their cause. Let's see. I will devour you. I have evolved. This human being is finished. Soon you will be in my belly. Holding Karen down? What the hell's going on? My home and my family. This will be the first step of my revenge against human beings who took everything from me. And then, it's okay. if I can become part of a beautiful creature. From this girl whose hands and body trembled, I smelt acceptance. I like that. I like that it shows that she's still scared of what was going on, but she was like, that's all right. You know what I mean? Like, because that is more reaction. It's like, oh, but her body is telling me she's still afraid. Well, of course she's afraid. There's a 200-pound devil dog on top of her about to eat her. She is going to be afraid. But she's afraid, but she also has acceptance. Let's go. The Battle of Beasts. It's going to be Arcane Eye versus Houndoom, isn't it? I started to lose interest until those two appeared. Boom, boom, Umbreon and Murkrow. Let's see. Were they trying to steal my prey? Their scent was one of contempt towards humans. Oh, and they look beaten up. These wounds, are they from a human? Oh, jeez. Not another. What do you mean you can't treat them? Oh, no. Isn't this a hospital for Pokemon? Please, there aren't any buses running at this hour, so I can't make it to a Pokemon Center. At this rate, those two, they were intentionally exterminated for venturing into residential areas and attacking people. It's fitting that their type is called Dark, since they're literally evil. There's something this world would be better off without. Houndoom came out of the Pokeball, as I thought. Humans are irredeemable. Gonna attack the doctor. Oh, Karen put her arm out, and he didn't want it. That's an evil beast as well, I told you. It's a heinous creature that only exists to cause harm. I understand. I'll go somewhere else. So shut your filthy mouth. I don't want to hear any more of this trash you spout about Pokemon. Damn. They gotta take them all the way. Shit. God damn. Like, this is just cruel. The animal cruelty, man. Gotta go. My mentor uses a Gengar. Apparently in the past, ghost types were not recognized as a type of Pokemon. This makes actually a lot of sense. Ghosts are, like, literally ghosts, so that's scary. Everyone is afraid of being hated or disliked, but my mentor fought on behalf of ghost types regardless. She researched them at university and even presented a paper detailing their unique attributes. She is a pioneer. Let's go, Agatha, the OG. Ultimately, she won. People aren't going to appreciate that because they're going to be like, well, what about this person? What about that person from like 3rd gen and 6th gen? And like, go fuck yourself. Agatha, the OG. Lance, the OG. Bruno, Lorelai. Let's go, OG. OG is the best for a reason. I'm sorry that the OG's the best. They just were. They always will be. Doesn't matter how many Pokemon games they make. The OG is the OG, and they'll always stand as the pinnacle as number one. It's always going to be the case. You know? I can't help it. I can't help it. Ultimately, she won the Pokemon League several times using ghost Pokemon and forced people to acknowledge their existence. She won the Pokemon, so she's a constant. So, well, I mean, it makes sense. They've held it a bunch of times. The Elite Four are people who have won it. So clearly, Agatha was a champion before. I like that. I like that she's won it several times. So she's probably like a 6-time winner. I'll do the same. Oh, good. I won't tell you to forgive humans, Houndoom. I know it's deplorable, but please lend me your strength. And if you think I've lost to the world, then you can devour me. Damn. The 4th match of the first round is approaching its climax, and Will's looking on, who uses Psychic-type Pokemon, but he's interested in Karen in some way. And the trainer, with their back against the wall, is the Elite Four candidate Karen. The only Pokemon she has left is the Fire and Dark type Houndoom. Her opponent is using the Rock and Ground type Rhydon, who resists fire. Karen's side has an overwhelming disadvantage. We might be in for a one-sided affair. Green looking on. Will Green move on to the next round this easily, or does Karen have a turnaround lying in wait? Just this much isn't enough to corner me. Now, Houndoom. Time to hunt. Jesus, that looks like some Wreck-It or Ragnarok fucking shit. And the teeth and everything, and boom. Crush them right on with Rock Slide. And erase everything. Dark Pulse. Boom, destroyed it. Incredible, Rock Slide was completely wiped out. Power of that attack is insane compared to what it was in the preliminaries. Those eyes. She must have used Nasty Plot to increase the power of Houndoom's special attacks. Oh, maybe she did. And then comes up fourth. Boom, jumps. Nothing. And flames. What did he do? Flame Wheel? Looks like Flame Wheel. Rock Slide. And then, tries to do something but can't. Is stunned. But then attacks. That Rock Slide, it's weaker than it should be. What move was that? Oh, Will-O-Wisp, of course. An intense burn, huh? So this is Will-O-Wisp. That's correct. A severe burn will leave you in intense pain. Your movement will be slowed and your physical strength will be weakened. Physical strength is what Rhydon excels in. With that eliminated, he'll be forced to rely on long-range attacks from here on. Normally, Houndoom's flames would be ineffective on Rhydon's rock-like skin, but it appears that the wound Umbreon left has opened up a chink in his armor. I see, so that's it. Karen has overcome her disadvantage in a single move. Alright, Rhydon, return. Pursuit. Slam. Always using the Pursuit to attack. Damn. So now Rhydon's taking damage. Going in. Another Pursuit. Again, the biggest issue here is their mobility. Do you think Houndoom wouldn't have Pursuit as well? Does it matter? That trick is nothing. It's about time. Let's see you try and find an opening now. Arcanine returns to the battlefield, but after taking considerable damage from Umbreon, will he be able to seize victory here? Intimidate. Oh, using Intimidate. Smart. A display of confidence that cuts my attack power in half. That shoulder. It appears he narrowly managed to redirect Umbreon's pursuit to minimize the damage. His speed and reflexes are incredible. Despite his injuries, his spirit is strong as ever. Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, crash, boom, bang. Yeah. And then Arcanine, jump, jump, jump. Arcanine, Morning Sun. Oh, damn. To heal. Is that Morning Sun? It's a technique that transforms the light of the sun into stamina, which Espeon, of course, uses. It's actually, it's Espeon's signature move back in the day. Do you expect us to play nice and wait while you recover health? Stop him, Houndoom. And then, what? What's at the feet? Boom, boom, boom. That was Future Sight. So back then, Alakazam transported all 3 Shadow Balls? He must have sent 2 of them further into the future as insurance. Alright, that I will admit, now we're getting a little bullshittery because Future Sight being used once, fine, but saving it up for a second attack, that's kind of weird, where he only used it once. A little bit of liberty there that I'm not crazy about, but okay. Dark Pulse doesn't hit because we have Flare Blitz. Oh, shit. Damn, he recovered too quickly. By covering himself in flames, he also negated the damage taken from the Dark Pulse. And then Slam, just as I suspected. Houndoom's ability is the flames are being consumed. Oh, so it's Flash Fire. Houndoom's ability is Flash Fire. By absorbing your flame, she can strengthen the power of her own Fire-type moves. Do you believe that if you close the distance, you can defeat Houndoom? Well, close combat is where Arcanine excels at, after all. Let it all go, Arcanine. Roar to your heart's content. Fine, let's begin this battle of beasts. Roar and howl. Both Pokemon are large quadrupeds and one of the carnivorous beast types. Their fangs and claws have developed in order to allow them to hunt their prey. Pitted against each other, their natural fighting instincts intensifies. Look at this fucking double spread. Look at the damage. Look at the... It is beautiful. This is such a beautiful shot. So then Arcanine ends up taking a hit. They both bounce back. Houndoom eats a berry. He ate something. A berry? Planning to heal? Just try it. Arcanine, extreme speed. Nah, it wasn't a heal berry. What was it? Taking advantage of the opponent's inability to follow your movements. This is a special technique that causes the user to reach maximum speed in an instant. Extreme speed allows one to vanish completely the second the enemy blinks. No one can react to such speed. Normally. And bam, he bit, but he caught it. It read the timing of extreme speed. How? Even if it sensed Arcanine's position through olfic something, that reaction speed was unreal. Wait, that fruit, it was a Salic berry. They boost adrenaline and temporarily strengthen reflexes. Oh shit. This Arcanine is still standing after taking attacks from both Umbreon and Houndoom. It's not an opponent I can defeat without sacrifice. So take this leg in exchange for your neck. Slam. Whoa. Houndoom unexpectedly delivers a crushing sucker punch using all her body weight. Amazing. No way. Arcanine. Huff, huff, and ow. Her left foreleg, it's probably be useless for the rest of the match. However, with Rhydon's lowered strength, relying on long distance, attacks on here should be sufficient. You're not that weak, are you? And up gets Arcanine. It stood up again. Endure. He turned his neck in the same direction of the attack to reduce the twisting damage. He used Endure, so he's at 1 HP. Not since he perfected Extreme Speed has Arcanine ever been driven to this point before. And not since that time has he met such a worthy opponent. Nice. And Roar and Howl go again. The final clash between the two who have acknowledged each other's strength begins. Everyone was high on emotions, watching this savage fight to the strongest. And return. Wait, what? Except for one person. Green. He recalled Arcanine just before they collided. I didn't have a chance to command Houndoom to use pursuit. Well, the route there was somewhat crazy, but I've sealed your mobility just as planned. Now come out. Ride on. Dark Pulse. Bam. It's not going to matter much because Rock Slide, but this power is Slam. He keeps using Dark Pulse. What's this? Green swiftly switched his active Pokemon. His ride on Arcanine's going to be pissed. He wanted to fight that out. His Rhydon has a severe burn and such should have his attack power cut in half, but this move is technique that both steadies your nerves and increases your strength. Swords Dance. And that's not all. Its burn has been cured too. In a battle, only one Pokemon is allowed to use an item. This time it'll be you. Mouse berries can cure burns, but do not eat it until I give the order. It'll be your job to deal the finishing blows to Umbreon and Houndoom. Alakazam and Arcanine will prepare the battlefield. In the first half of the match, perform as usual, but halfway through, go wild and let them go on a rampage. We'll take advantage of the importance Karen's places on her Pokemon's emotions. Once they're mad, we'll pull back and create some space. So it was planned beforehand. I've watched all this time. Oh, it's Rhydon thinking. I've watched all this time as you've trained to become Green's ace, Arcanine. Because, yeah, and there's a reason for it, because of Eevee. And Raticate, of course. The only time you are ever happy is when you are improving yourself against powerful enemies, and Green uses that to make you even stronger. We follow orders and perform our given role even if it kills us. Even though it's difficult and painful. It's our only happiness. As the victory's key piece, I have to sacrifice myself. I have to respond. The rock slide was destroyed. However, it seems it has become difficult for Houndoom to continue to counter Rhydon's moves. Allowing the difference in power due to burn was all set up to the situation. Time for the finishing blow, Rhydon. Stone Edge, which can miss. She's almost at her limit. But we'll do it anyway, right, Houndoom? Head on. Fire Blast. Boom. She jumped into the air. The recoil. She jumped into the air. Human beings are so noisy. Disgust, contempt, fear. Their scent is one of hostility. And Pokemon battles are just a competition where we follow orders for the entertainment of humans. Xatu is unable to battle. The winner is Karen. What a joke. And this world revolves around it. However, there are times when the scent of humans change. You completely exceeded the skills of my psychic Pokemon. Impressive. You truly are amazing. From hostility to respect. There's Will. Thank you, but these children are the ones you should be praising. One lonely girl, through a few small actions, is attempting to change the world bit by bit to convince humanity that dark Pokemon are okay. But to protect your territory, you must have power. Yes, that is the rule of both my hometown and this world. So it's fine, right? If I just follow that rule. And this time for sure, those eyes. Those damn eyes. It's like they see through everything. It's remembering Red. It's looking at Karen. And then Eevee. The Death Eradicate. Those eyes that are able to understand their Pokemon. Crush them right on. Hammer Arm. And bam. And next time, I'll win. I'll stand strong. And in that moment, I'll once again have, and dodge the Hammer Arm, Dark Pulse to the face. I'll once again have a family. Boom. Both Pokemon clash. The smoke. It's going to be because Arcanine has 1 HP, isn't it? The smoke. It's starting to clear. Splendid work, Houndoom. You were noble until the very end. It's still standing, but it's lost consciousness. Both Rhydon and Houndoom are unable to continue. As competitor Green still has a Pokemon that can battle, the winner is Green from Pallet Town. And he's still doing his usual. People are cheering, but that seemed... It was a great match, but it was hard to watch. Yeah, that was a hard match. Red, I know what you mean. Unfortunately, Elite Four candidate Karen was unable to break through to the second round. Oak's looking on that. It was quite close. Well, you must be pleased, Lance. Your target was victorious. That's not it. I said he'll be trouble. The name of the Elite Four will be tarnished. Oh, because he sees the problem with Green. Step. And then Bruno. I'm sorry about your disciple. Humph. Karen relies too much on the emotions of her Pokemon. This time that trait was used against her. But still, what an impertinent brat, Oak's grandson. I'm starting to test him even more. You fought hard. I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough. Let's see, Green. Didn't I tell you? Tragic stories and sentimentality do you no good in a battle. Perhaps. In any case, you did wonderfully. Particularly considering you've been a trainer for only 1 year. But your leadership is quite cold. There must have been some sacrifice for you to have become this way, right? Oh, she sees through it. Huh? I don't want to hear shit like that from a loser. I'm a genius, that's all there is to it. I answered your question during the match. Isn't it only fair I can pose one of my own? Fair. So he's going to answer her? Some time ago, one of my Pokemon wanted to rescue an injured Pokemon. I allowed it on a whim, but ultimately, it led to his death. Emotions, sentiments, moves, abilities, tactics. Each one is a piece that has equal value in obtaining victory. But a person who is swayed by just one cannot move forward. Just like you. My, how harsh. He says it so naturally, like he's forced it upon himself. Like a curse. Because he blames himself. Just one piece of advice from the loser. If you continue to ignore the voices of your Pokemon, eventually you'll lose the ability to hear them. Yeah, I like that. Well, thanks for that precious warning. And thank you for listening. I'll watch to see how far you can go. And let's see. Rattle, rattle, rattle. Poof. Oh, they all came out. What's wrong? You shouldn't push yourself so soon after the match. And then, and about to devour. Oh, because she lost to the world. So the promised time has arrived. Lick. Oh, Gosh! What? Look at that smug expression. Ha ha, you're actually a pretty funny guy. Trying to showcase the dark Pokemon idea. Licking and then grinning. Scary! Actually, I think that's the opposite. He's cute and scary. Wow. Houndoom. How it was so cool. I become a fan. And doing it all for Karen. Nice. And then showcasing her majestic dark type Pokemon. Let's go. I love the Houndoom's tail being the ring around Karen. Her hair flowing. Yeah. And then Gold was watching. Wow. It's a pity that my disciple lost in the first round. I suppose it's still too early for her to join the Elite Four. I like that. I like that it's going to take a couple of years. Because technically in the timeline, Red and Green haven't won yet. So the Elite Four is still the original. And it takes a couple of years before Koga, Karen, and Will become the Elite Four. And then Agatha and Lorelei leave. Words don't reach those who don't owe their eyes to the world, so it is necessary to make my Pokemon shine instead. No matter what you say, Karen, it was your loss today. However, in your reckless challenge against the world, this was a victory. Aw, this is a nice shot. I wonder if you'll continue to fight alongside me from now on. And they're all, aw. That's the first time you've shown me a smile. Damn, so the real winner. Who was the real winner here? Let's see. Green thinking back to what he said. I won. And although some points had to be adjusted, things mostly went as planned. I also proved that my way is not wrong. And yet, slam! Why is it I feel so irritated? This all-out battle has helped lift Houndoom's curse a little. How is your curse, Green? A curse you've placed on yourself is difficult to lift on your own. Oh. Shit, they're going to confront him. I can at least hope, Green, with Espeon, let's go, that through an event or encounter, you will be released from that which haunts you. Our canine's looking from the Pokeball. Doom, they're going to confront him. Well, goddamn. I mean, that's what you got to do, right? We have to confront. Green needs to be confronted about this, you know. But yeah, okay. So that was chapter 10. And that's where we are gonna call it tonight. But yeah, I hope to pick it up as soon as I can. It won't be tomorrow, but you never know how the work week is gonna pan out. So. Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see of what day I'm going to be able to do this again. It might have to wait till next weekend. I don't know. Have to wait and see. But anyways, definitely really enjoyed what I've read so far. I know you guys have as well. That was a great fight. This has been an amazing manga, 100%. And this is why Gen 1 is the best. Let's be real. Gen 1's been around the longest. The Gen 1 and 2, the OGs with all the animes, the games, the storylines, everything, the original ideas behind them were the best. Let's just call a spade a spade. You might like Cynthia more than Lance. Doesn't matter. Lance is the OG. You might like I don't know, Flint more than Blaine. Doesn't matter. Blaine's the OG. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, the OGs they're more iconic. They always will be because they have longevity. They've just always been here. There's just something about it. And the way you can use all these fan theories and all this stuff over the years, it just can't be topped. The amount of lore behind Gen 1 is just there's too much there, to really, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. At the end of the day, Gen 1. Let's go Gen 1. So, anyway, yeah, I definitely enjoyed it. It was absolutely fantastic. Let's catch up with the chat really quick. Artist give me a stone face again. I don't know what even that means. Ban said, honestly, an amazing fight. It was indeed. Glad you enjoyed the fight. I did. I've been enjoying this manga the entire time, of course. So definitely really, really good. Looking forward to, of course, chapter 11 and stuff when we get to it. I hope you guys enjoyed, though. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as always. We'll be back in a little bit to play our day of Animal Crossing. Probably only be like a 45-minute stream or so. And then we'll see where I'm at and if I want to do any Dragon Age tonight. Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. See when I start Animal Crossing and how long that'll take and, those kind of things. But for right now, yeah, that was Pokemon, the Festival of Champions, Chapter 6, all the 0.5s, all the way through 10. So, yeah, definitely check it out if you haven't. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Have a nice weekend. Have a nice Saturday night. And we'll see you back here next time. So, bye-bye. Have a good one. Peace out. Sayonara. Hasta la vista, baby.